day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Damn.
Anti-PC is really what I'm all about.
What the fuck?
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh.
From Glendale, California. It's office hours long. Take two. All right. We've got a studio audience of one with us this morning, which I loved. I love the sound of laughter. God bless it. Oh, is this fake?
No.
This is real. I love it. It almost sounds like a fake laugh.
Really?
I hope that's not offensive.
You think she has a
Now
fake
you're going to
laugh?
be self-conscious
right
about
off the bat.
it. Now you're going to be self-conscious about your laugh.
Welcome.
Vic? I got Vic in the mirror.
You got Vic in the mirror today?
I have Vic in the mirror here. So I can make eye contact with him. And it freaks you out.
I know. You're like Jack in The Shining. It's like, just, yeah, there we go. I hate it.
Good morning, everybody. Let's bring the energy way down.
I'm sorry.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today on Office Hours Live.
This theme song's still going. Where is
There's
that?
always a bet, Vic. There's always a bet.
It stresses me out.
I like the bet.
I just didn't know if the show began.
We're trying different energies out. We're going to have... We have... I didn't tell the boys this, but we have a focus group watching today.
Uh-oh.
And they're doing knobs. You know how they do the knobs? What they like, what they don't like? And so now we're drifting into kind of a chiller, more laid-back office hours experience. And the numbers are going through the roof.
A focus group, a bunch of DPs, or... Good morning!
Good morning, Doug. Thank you for bringing laughter and joy to my day.
Thank you very much.
And of course, behind me in the mirror is Victor Berger the Fourth.
What's up, everybody?
Vic, you love your Starbucks.
I do love it all. Love it.
He loves it all.
Love it all.
We have a terrific show planned for you today. It is the 1st of June, 2023 here in Glendale, California. A little overcast today, producer Matt. What do you have to say about that?
June gloom.
Oh,
It's
June
June,
gloom.
and we got June gloom.
Does anybody have some sun protection for your president?
I want to get to some Skrillex. I want to get to the latest from Skrillex. His new collab with Neil Young came out this morning. Didn't Skrillex do something with some rock guy? Like
Yeah.
The Doors,
the
right?
Doors, right?
Robbie Krieger.
Rough stuff.
No, some scurrilous rumors. I noticed.
Ray Manzarek, I mean, sorry. It was Ray.
It was the whole band. The drummer is like the whole band.
Oh, it was? Yeah. So he was like the new Jim Morrison?
All right.
There it is.
Does any...
All right. Do better. Oh, sorry. Do better. Do better. The rumors are this. I noticed this the past couple of weeks. Very small amount of people doing this, but there's a very small amount of people watching. So it adds up. People of this are claiming that I wear makeup on this show. How dare you? They do. I see this people writing, they're saying that I wear makeup and that my face doesn't match the rest of my neck and my body, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, Sam, the intern, do you have some paper towels out there? And I have a theory on this. Does anybody have any? We should have planned for this. I didn't plan for this. Does anybody have any? Vic, take your underwear off. Let me use your underwear.
Some white undies.
Wake up! Grab brush and put a little makeup.
Coffee filter's great. Coffee filter. We're gonna look at this. Now, if I was wearing makeup, this thing would be bright orange. But no.
Wow.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, today you may not be wearing makeup, but a week ago, who knows? How can we check a week ago?
Vic?
Now your head's all
Vic?
red. That's not good.
Vic?
Oh shit! Wake up! Scare the hell out of me.
Wake up!
There we go.
And in fact, my guest today, Beth Stelling, is here enjoying the hell out of the show.
Hey, everyone.
Beth Stelling, I mentioned this before we went on live, and she said it does. She's looking at the monitor.
And it does look like you have a little bit of an orange tone.
An orange tone, but in person.
In person, zero orange tone.
So I blame who?
I think it's
Matt. I blame Wes.
Yikes.
Who, by the way, Wes.
You have some good lights.
The lights are great. It's a tungsten lamp. Vic.
It's tungsten.
Yeah.
God, I hate it.
The majority of comments lately have been how great you look.
Well, no, I get very nice compliments.
Great.
My hair.
Great.
I also get people that think I'm dying. I have cancer. I have AIDS.
Those are the trolls.
Because I've lost some weight. God
I
forbid
just read this morning on TikTok. They said you're so hot.
I am hot.
They say you're so hot.
Congratulations.
I'm 47 years old. Do I look it?
I'm a sex machine ready to reload.
I look 22 years old.
Well,
My doctor said. But when I see my doctor, he goes, "You look 22, dude." No.
I'm coming day and night.
Listen, and by the way, all the other Jimmy Kimmel wears makeup
all the time.
all the time, every day. Gets up and puts on a firm foundation. All the greats. I'm nothing against wearing makeup. Happy Pride Month, by the way.
But if you did, it'd be better than that.
Yes. I think the comment is sort of like, I don't care you're wearing makeup, you should just make sure it matches your neck. But I have an issue with my neck where I get very red. People have noticed this over the years. I get red in my neck. It's happened my whole life. And makeup people on movies, when I'm doing big blockbuster movies, the makeup people are always coming up to me doing this.
Weren't you doing a big movie like a week and a half ago, weren't you? A week?
Yeah.
Isn't it possible for the makeup to still be in your skin? Do you know what I mean? Does it like soak in and absorb?
No, it's not.
How's that thing on your neck?
Wait.
Just trying to.
What was that?
That was Mark Maron.
Thank you. I was like, whose freaking voice was that?
We got a whole page of Mark Maron voices. Who I ran into over the weekend. Very warm.
I don't think I've ever talked to him.
No. You've never done shows with him backstage?
I've been around him hundreds of times.
But you've never talked to him? He doesn't, well, I'm sure he's an admirer of yours.
I doubt he knows who I am.
He doesn't talk to you? What? Who does he talk to?
I don't know.
Does he come in and just like stand?
He talks to me. He sees me on the street.
When you do a show with him, does he kind of go first and then he doesn't see your act and he's gone? And you're like, I wish Mark Maron would have saw my act.
No, I don't wish he saw it, but I have been
maybe,
on plenty of shows
Let
with
me
him.
just contextualize Beth here. Beth is a comedian. All right, we can move on.
Who are you?
Puppet.
And I asked Matt, our producer, I said, is Beth here promoting anything?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Yeah, we're on strike and.
Yeah. Do you write? Are you a member of the WGA?
Proud member.
And are you, so where, are you a staff member of somewhere? Were you?
I did not have to walk out of any room. The last thing I was on in the fall was Rick and Morty.
Oh, there. Oh, so can you dirt with us?
I'd love to.
Spill some dirt?
Whoa.
I got all kinds of dirt. I'm chock full.
Huh?
Chock full of dirt.
Oh, I want to know.
Let's
How many people in that writer's
Let's get
room?
filthy.
I could write these, by the way.
8?
I could do it. I could cut that staff in half.
9?
Rick!
I'm not ashamed.
Let me go into the writer's room when you come back up. I'll get in there. You hit record. I'll improvise for about an hour.
Okay.
And then you,
make a whole season out
transcribe.
of it.
Not too different than what we already do.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, guys. I know there's. If I had watched when I watch the show, which I haven't, I will learn to appreciate the craft that goes into.
I just read on season 8, so
Okay.
I can't take any credit for things people.
Well, people are gonna be mad about that season, right?
Oh, they're gonna hate it.
No Justin Roiland voices. People say, you know what people say?
What do
They
they
say
say?
he is that show. How are you going to do it without him?
He hasn't been a part of the show in many, many years.
That's what people. That's the
But
response
I think
to that.
very Hollywood. No,
Huh?
when it comes to the sense of like when it's convenient, he's part of it. And when
Right.
he's not. But the truth is, he wasn't for a long time.
He goes in and does the
No.
voices and says what's written.
Mm-hmm.
He's not improvising. Maybe a little.
Maybe.
What do you think you're contributing
I'm
to
not
the
in
show?
that. I'm not in that old booth.
You're not in that part of the process.
I'm not in the
You're not
booth.
in there with your script going
My
like,
pencil.
do that again.
Yeah, one more time, please.
There's a director for that. So we're getting into the weeds. Beth, is that a real place? This sweatshirt you're wearing?
Stelling University. That's my last name.
Is that your merch?
Could
I know
be.
that's your. I know that's your.
Could
merch.
be.
I mean, I know that's
I'm
your
from
last
Dayton,
name.
Ohio, and this was made for me by the director of my last special, Mo Welch. So it was a gift, like
okay.
a little rap gift.
Okay, so it's an inside.
But it could be a
joke.
cool merch if I
think it's great.
go on the road. Yeah. John Allison Weiss.
What
made
classes
it.
would you offer at that university?
I don't know. Cooking?
What are you expert at?
Yeah, what are you good at?
Field hockey?
Field hockey.
Yeah.
Oh, field hockey with the curly cue stick.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a candy cane, people say.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
that's.
just made the women's masters team for the U.S.
Wait, what?
I just made the U.S. women's masters team.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not.
Wow.
Yeah, look.
What?
You're playing women's field hockey professionally.
Yeah, but the truth is, when masters means old gals,
Oh, of course, like Jack Nicklaus in golf.
35 and up. This is the team roster.
Oh my goodness! Look at you,
Old dogs.
pro.
No way. For real?
Yeah.
Where do you play?
That's awesome.
The Pan Am Games are in Argentina in December.
And you're going to this.
Yeah, I just got an email on my way in about that. It says...
Are they flying you there? They're
No,
providing.
they're gonna boat her down there.
No, I'm asking. Are they providing accommodations?
I think I'm lucky if I don't have to pay for the uniform.
Really?
But no, I really don't think they're flying. It's possible to put the team up.
You should do
But
like
this
a
is the
bake
first
sale
time
or
I've tried
something.
out. Yeah. Or you
know.
could sponsor the team if you cared about women's sports. Okay.
Depends on which kind of women you're talking about. I got a big. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we'll let you catch up on your emails.
Now I'm getting excited.
And let's
I don't
start
have
the
my-
show.
I don't have my glasses. It's hard to see.
I got glasses. You need glasses? Try these. See if they work. These are. I don't know if they're the right
Do you have
kind.
your makeup on them though?
No, there's no makeup on my body.
Okay.
I do apply makeup on my legs and my abdomen. My wife's pleasure.
I got hairy legs.
And these are a light script, but yeah.
Does that help?
So here's the thing: I'm booked at Vermont Comedy Club for the first part of the Pan Am Games.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to decide: am I going to move that and just do the full Pan Am Games?
Which one's paying?
Vermont.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, sometimes you just need a little Tim to help you make a decision.
Yes, I'll manage your career.
Thank you.
Matt,
need these.
I got to get to so many things. We're off to a rocky start because I'm not staying on schedule.
You get that image I sent? Like it looks. I just texted you an image to see
Okay.
what you look like on my YouTube. Where is it? It's on the chat or the text.
Well, the people
It
at
doesn't
home
like-
can see that.
It
Oh
doesn't-
yeah.
I know, but this is what they see. It's,
Oh wow.
See, I'm not making
what you're
shit
saying.
up.
Little red.
No, you're kidding.
Well
I
done, your
swear to
neck.
God. Look at that.
You can see
How
it?
fucked up.
Alec, can you pull up this
What's
image
going
here
on here?
for
That's
everybody?
funny.
For our viewers at home, there you go.
You should have done you should have did something a little more overt, like some clown makeup or
Well,
something.
sorry, I didn't have a chance to.
Hey, watch it.
All right, that's enough, Alec. You can take care of it. Thank you.
Let me just promote a couple things because I'm a good person. Nick, you know Nick Thune.
Yeah.
What a great guy, huh? Tall, handsome. Nick Thune wanted to be on the show badly today. I said, we got Beth Stelling. I can't do it.
Wow.
That's actually a true story.
Well, thank you.
But I wanted to let the audience know if you're in the LA area.
And would prefer Nick Thune.
And
Call
would
him.
prefer,
Where's Nick Willard?
What? What was
Where's
that?
Nick Willard? Nick!
No, I'm talking about Nick Thune.
Oh, it's a different. That's the only Nick I have in my drops. So.
All right.
I got Nick Cage.
Someone's going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Tim Apple.
Nick, me. So listen, Nick. Nick Thune is going to be at the Elysian for a residency. Me, Nick, it's called. At the Lyric Hyperion. Wait,
which one?
This is nuts. Nick Thune. I said, Nick, I want to promote your shit. I love you.
Yeah.
He asked.
Right.
I said, Nick, of course, do whatever you want. I said, just do this. Text me the information in the morning. He goes, no problem, Captain. Thanks for everything. So, this is what I get. This is verbatim from Nick Thune! He goes, Nick Thune at the Elysian. Me, Nick, is my residency at the Lyric Hyperion. I'm lost! Right?
What is it? It's driving us crazy.
So, on the first and third Thursday of every month, tonight, so tonight we have 7:30 p.m., tickets at nickthune.com. I guess
Lyric
this is,
Hyperion, I've just confirmed.
Oh, you know what? This is my fault. I got to take this back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got to take the whole thing back. I think I jumped to the conclusion that he's at the Elysian.
That's where you wish.
That's what I assumed.
Take it easy, dude.
All right, I'm going to retract my,
Okay.
all of it.
Okay.
Pull back. Nick Thune at the Lyric Hyperion. You know who's at the...
You.
You know who's at the Elysian is, because I drove by it the other day, Nick Kroll.
Oh, right. He's doing
nice.
This is the description of the show. Me, Nick is an intimate show that Nick is doing to fulfill a lifelong need to be the center of attention. That's what Nick
the
said.
description?
It's not me coming up with that copy.
Fantastic, then.
All right.
And Courtney Peroso's at UCB Franklin tonight. If you'd rather see a
female comedian.
Oh, I should have brought you some of these.
What are
This is my
those?
merch for real.
Oh, those are real women's stand-up comedy.
These
Why
are
are women in stand-up comedy?
I
do you
don't
think?
know.
What is the deal there?
I don't know.
Isn't that more of a man's game?
Totally.
Who's the first lady comic? Who's the first lady stand-up?
Got to be Eve from the old Adam and Eve
Vaguely.
situation.
She's like, as a bit. I bid it as a bit.
Yeah, it's a joke. Come on.
Come on.
Lighten up. Fucking snake gives me this shit. Gives a shit.
Those aren't real snake.
Oh, so we can't
I
eat
made
we
that
can't
up.
eat the apple. Okay. Why? Seems dumb.
What am I supposed to eat?
Tim Apple.
Matt, there's more to get to, but let me take a call because people are dying to say good morning.
Oh, they're chomping at the bit.
What am I supposed to eat? Ribs?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
That's what Adam said when he was
good.
When he was born.
Oh, good one.
Baby back, baby back.
This guy. Oh, my.
Now,
Did she take
as you
his?
know, folks, there's a lot of right-wing protests happening. A lot of people boycotting.
Do
You
you have
got
to get to that?
boycotting Bud Light. You're boycotting Target. You're going to have to start boycotting Lego. You're going to have to start boycotting
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Like beer?
But we're announcing a new one.
Oh,
We're announcing a
We
new
are?
one. Yeah. There's this company out there making small beds for my son, for sons. And so we are launching a boycott.
okay.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Let's talk to the great Jim Varney eating his breakfast.
Oh, from Hayburn?
Jim, you're gonna
I know
love
Robin
this
Berger.
guy.
Ernest.
There's a lot you're gonna love about it.
You're related to Robin or what?
Not call on the line, Alec. This is a Zoomer. Give us a 2-shot. Thanks.
What's up? Ernest, right. Tim, had a quick question.
Yes.
Did you listen to Mac DeMarco's new album? And what were your thoughts?
I put it on my new summer mix. I put a song on it. I loved it. I was so happy for it to exist. I haven't listened to the whole thing. It's 8 hours long.
I'm excited about it.
And
there's some good tracks.
But it's great. It's great background music. You put it on, it's all instrumental. It's a bunch of like files that Mac was just fucking around, recorded, saved, moved on with his life. And he's like, well, look at my hand. Why am I doing that?
It's orange. The top looks orange.
And then Mark DeMarco. Thank God Mac's parents didn't name him Mark. Hi, I'm Mark DeMarco.
Fuck them.
No. So is that the answer? That's the answer you're looking for?
Which was your favorite song?
I don't know. They're all like.
He just said he puts it on in the background and does other things.
It's 8 hours.
Is there? Can he name one of them?
You should look at the
It's
track
199
What's
songs.
this guy's favorite?
199?
Why are you doing a blowjob expression on the camera?
Is he?
It's my thing. But check out his Toyota song.
Well, how do we know that? Because they're all just file numbers. Do you know the file number?
He's got like a couple of them with titles.
I see. All right, we'll check that out, friend.
Was he really doing this?
No, you know what? What were you doing this? What were you doing that for?
Like, like what happened?
Reilly.
Auto.
Anyway.
Ow!
My favorite song is song number 1.
There you go, Doug. Good for you.
Here's the track.
The best song is always the first
That's
one.
wonderful.
1.
What's up, Matt?
I'm showing him the tracks.
Are we gonna have to pay for this? Or?
Alec, if you want to show him. This is don't bother.
Why do I go to the Zoomers?
This guy was good. I like his energy.
Yeah, it's hard to disappoint.
Are we listening to the song or no?
No, Matt's just showing
I'm showing you that the names are all like 2021.
You know what they are? They're the dates. They're the dates when he recorded it.
It's like what Logic just puts as the name or something.
No, it's the dates. Look, it's 2014.
What would I know
it's
this
like
person from?
Mac DeMarco.
It sounds very familiar to me.
He's a famous indie rock musician.
Okay.
Very popular.
Yeah, that's why it sounds familiar. But I
Sure.
must
What
not
kind of
have
music
listened.
do you like?
Just
Whatever.
Horns, yeah.
Just horns.
Horns? Me too.
What kind of music do you like? Horns.
Wait, why are we delayed right now?
How do I stop this? I was trying to get on the Zoom.
Oh, it's
Don't
Vic.
ever get on.
That's the gentlest time that this has happened. Because normally it's very upsetting, but this is very futuristic space.
We're used to train wrecks here.
How's that?
All right, let's do the city of the day.
The pounding.
The city of the day. City of the day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the city of the day is brought to you by the new Doobie Brothers. That's right, the new Doobie Brothers, folks. The new Doobie Brothers. If you think classic rock from the 70s is only for old folks, well, that's what a fool believes. Because Warner Media Studios and Networks Group is proud to present the new Doobie Brothers. Enjoy all your favorite Doobie Brothers classics, re-recorded by fresh and talented singers Aaron Dolby, Dylan McDonald, Dennis Deacon Brown, and female saxophonist Kat V. Oh, listen to the music on any streaming platform and find all their hits in full Dolby Atmos sound. Mixed and optimized for Apple's patented spatial audio format by pop legend Dr. Luke. So if you'd like to hear some funky Dixieland Pretty Mama, come and download this new band's crystal clear version of Black Water. And hey, Jesus is just all right with MP3s. Dr. Luke and the new Doobs have increased the BPMs on these classics so you'll get more doobies in less time. So dump those old vinyl records at the Goodwill and download the new Doobie Brothers now! I guess they've already replaced some of the new Doobie Brothers with Ronnie, Klaus, and Graham. Well, there you go. There's the new Doobie Brothers. Excited to listen to their music this summer.
Brett, you're our city of the day.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Well, we're in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky.
That scared the emojis out of me.
That's right.
Alec. I am Alec.
Who's on the line? Alex?
I'm not seeing
Or who
our
are you talking to?
Zoomers, by
Alec.
the way, Alec. I don't know why. Why you should
Are
do
there a
this to
bunch
me.
of people?
Oh, I see him up
Tim,
here.
I want you to judge my. I have some records on the wall you might be familiar with.
All right.
If you can see.
Well,
this
this is a game for me. I see Nashville Skyline. I see the Neil Young's first record, or not first record, his second record.
Second.
Thank you. Everything else is a little too hard for me to.
I can shout them out for you.
You got Harvest up there?
No, that is Stills and Young Band. Their one album.
Okay.
We got Time Fades Away by Neil Young.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Amagama by Pink Floyd. That one's awful.
Umaguma. We love my Umaguma.
Got Graham Nash.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that one's called. It's just up there.
Songs for beginners.
Is that the first
Yeah,
solo?
that's it.
Yeah.
Great record.
Willie Nelson Stardust.
All right.
And we got Silver Juice, Starlight Walker, first album.
All right.
I thought that last one was going to be a Tim Heidecker record.
It looks like Yellow River Boys.
That's what I thought it was.
Actually, I want you to digitally sign my copy
Whoa.
of Fear of Death, if you can.
All right. How does this work?
Can you hold it still?
Wow.
There you go.
Excellent work.
All right. Any questions for Beth?
Beth,
Yeah.
I don't know you, but it's nice to meet you.
There you go. See, we're
lovely to
opening
meet
up you
you.
to a new audience.
That's
Now-
not true.
now
Now
we
he
know
does
me.
know you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch my special.
Do you
on
have like
HBO
an
Max.
comedy album or something I can listen to?
Oh, no. She just said she's got a special on just Max.
Now it's
not-
Max,
yeah.
but my special is on HBO Max called Girl Daddy. And if you don't have Max, Netflix, The Stand Up, Season 1, Episode 5.
Notes taken.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you. My family lives in Louisville.
Beth, if you were
is that
going to
right?
put records on your wall, what would you? What top?
Like, I guess horn stuff.
Yeah.
Horns? Which horn? Hornsby?
Hornsby.
Am I playing Louisville this summer?
I am.
Yes.
Where's that at?
I think there's two. I haven't bought tickets yet but I'll be there.
You're going to get it. He's going to say that.
All right. TimHeidecker.com/live.
He already has the autograph.
Sell those records on your wall. You're not listening
I'll
to
be
them.
there in September if you want to meet then and talk horns.
I
Who's your
might
favorite
go look
horn
for
player?
horn records.
Jelly Roll Martin.
It's the end of the line for you.
I want to tell you folks, this does not need any promoting, but me and my wife, who, we needed some laughs because as you saw, we lost our dear little Molly, our dog.
I'm sorry.
We put her down yesterday. Put her down like a dog. What?
He brought you a
Bless
little,
you.
a little,
It's a little balloon. We'll miss you, Molly.
Does it say Molly on it?
What'd she
We'll
look
miss
like?
you.
Okay.
She was a black dog. She had big belly.
What?
Didn't she? I
Are
don't
you
know.
high today?
Big belly.
What's the difference?
This is what the text. So yes, my dog Molly's 15 years old.
Okay.
Past several. I mean, I'd say the past year, but more dramatically the past few months. Declining in health badly. Kidneys, mostly kidneys. She was deaf. She was, and then the past week or so, it dramatically declined where she's barely getting around. She's kind of stumbling and going into corners, and it was just time. As anyone that's had to deal with an old dog, it's just time. So it was a tough day, but it was I hate to use the word relief, but we knew it was coming. It was glad to. That was the garbage truck.
Okay.
Tim, we got you a fresh puppy today to
But
replace.
let me just finish my thought here, because this morning, Doug, I get a text from Vic.
Oh, great.
Now, we put the dog down yesterday. Humanely.
Right. It was the doctor's orders.
Who's the judge? She's the judge if it was humane.
It is weird.
Tim,
'cause
you
you're
used
like,
a
this
bat?
dog isn't...
Caninely, right?
Did you use a bat?
Humanely.
No, I didn't use a bat.
It was a doctor.
Took it to the vet.
Yeah.
They do this stuff.
Cut its paws off.
I wish they do it to some people in my life, if you know what I mean.
Don't look in that mirror.
Muzzle him.
This is what Vic texted me this morning. Now, I'm going to read this verbatim.
Okay.
And emphasize the punctuation situation. Tom, how is the fam after the demise of Molly? No question mark. Tom, how?
I didn't know it said
Tom,
Tom
how
was
is the
awesome.
fam after the demise of Molly?
That's the worst.
I said, is this my mom texting? How is my mom texting the group thread?
From Vic's phone.
From Vic's phone. Somehow my mom's got.
Don't pull that up. It has the phone numbers.
Damn it.
Just
Oh
realized.
my hell. Oh my
Well,
heavens.
you know what I was trying to? I was trying.
I know. It was just like.
It's like
First of all, demise.
I was in the middle. I know. I was
so
in the middle.
It's so like very verbose.
were
Were
you
you
in the
taking a
middle
shit?
of?
I was walking my dog and trying to get the kids to school and everything.
And trying to make him
Stressed out.
jealous that you had a dog.
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah. Exactly. Rosie, come on over here.
I don't also like. You're gonna see me in an hour. We can talk about it then.
I know, but I was trying to gear up the idea, plant the seed to do a. How old was she?
15.
I wanted to do a 15 wolf salute, just like a.
Go
can
ahead.
You do that?
Woof.
All right.
Are we
Wait.
each doing one? or-
I got.
Yeah,
some
what if we just each do a woof?
All right, ready?
Vic's just looking for any excuse to play sound effect.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Matt.
Woof,
Not,
woof.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There it is.
There we go.
One for extra luck.
16 bark salute.
All right.
That
Now,
was fun.
I think my point was we were looking for laughter in our life after such a stressful period. We find the new season of Tim Robinson's show
So funny.
so funny. It made me sad. It was so funny. It was. I don't. First of all, it's sad because, and I wrote Tim this. I said, why is this the only funny show on TV? No offense to Rick and Morty. Why is it the only fucking funny show on TV?
I don't know.
Why is it the only thing that I was crying, laughing,
Feels
crying,
good.
laughing. Of course, my sketch was terrific,
Yep.
but and it's all the writing. I go in there, I don't know what to do. I just I do what they say. And I think it's funny that Tim. I go, this guy, he's a sweet guy.
Mm-hmm.
We know him. We know him to be this way.
Yeah.
But he's right on the edge of it. He's totally unhinged. He's doing it's right on the line of being awful. You know what I mean?
Lack of an encouraging.
But it's
word.
amazing because it's really big. And he's he's doing this there's a fear, right?
Yeah.
There's a fear of it being this is too much. Tone it down.
Does it
But
come out differently in the editing then, or does
But it's
it,
not too much.
Translate, you know what I mean?
The point is, it's
Yeah,
not too much.
right.
But it gets close to the edge where you're scared that.
Scared.
That's what I love about it.
One
It's
wrong
so
move,
crazy.
it's too far.
It's wonderful. And last night we watched the first few the night before, and then last night the sketch about this this robot that climbs up this metal wall. This game show.
Oh.
And there's this cartoon that goes along with it. I mean, I couldn't breathe. I was crying. It's the only time I've laughed that hard is at my own work. Check it out. Awesome show. On cinema. These are the only things that get close. That was that Ricky Gervais laughing. Who's your favorite stand? Who's a comedian? Here's a good question for Beth.
Ooh, okay.
Because I don't.
That's amazing.
I don't find myself laughing a lot at stand-up comedy.
Right.
What comedian genuinely makes you laugh where it's your body, you feel it in your body?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm trying to think of the last time I was like really laughing. I'll have two answers. One, I went to go see Maria Bamford.
Oh, yes.
She'll always get me to laugh. I really enjoyed that show. That was
Where was she
last year. She was in Pasadena.
Okay.
I forget the name.
Trying stuff out.
She was like, yeah, you could tell she was like working towards a new hour, which I think
Yeah.
she just taped. I did go see some improv at Elysian that made me laugh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was Eliana Johnston, Mae Martin, and Stephanie Allen.
And that was good.
I had a fun night.
I met Mae Martin
laughing.
at a show, and she's lovely, but I don't really know. She seems like she's doing shows every night of the week, and she's at the Largo, and she's at the Dynasty Typewriter. She's everywhere.
Yeah, and Eliana's been around forever. They knew each other in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So started doing improv together. Elena's a powerhouse.
Really? Oh, we'll have to look for these people out there.
Yeah, but you're right. There's a lot of shows they're doing, and I think it's because there's a strike going on. And
right.
Get that cash flow elsewhere.
You know who made me laugh hard that I cried?
Shem
Twice.
Howard?
Well, I mean, besides, that's a given, but Tig Notaro. Both times I saw her in Pennsylvania and I saw her out here. And I don't know, there was something about it, the pacing that she did, that it got to a point I was just like in tears. I don't know. It was just masterful in my opinion. It was very, very funny.
Yeah, Tig's great.
Yeah, yeah.
No question about it.
I watched Sarah Silverman's new special with Sarah on the premiere on Saturday.
Was it good?
I was laughing so hard. Yeah,
Great.
I loved it. So that she has a great new special on Max.
On Max.
Someone You Love.
I am woman, hear me roar. Is
It's a
that
great
it?
new special.
Chris Rock?
I got maybe 5 minutes in.
I know.
I rarely perform at the Comedy Store, but one night I was supposed to go up in the OR, and Kevin Hart and
In
Chris,
the OR, it's where they
old
where they
original
take
room.
livers out.
Mm-hmm.
The original.
The
Come on,
original.
let's- We're not on the Joe Rogan podcast here, okay? Our audience isn't hip to these.
You know, I mean, there's
Well, I'm
there's
actually
so
I don't love
much
being at the
discipline.
Comedy Store, but I
Right.
was
No,
there.
I don't. I'm apparently not allowed in there.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Your money's no good there.
But I was waiting to go up, and then Kevin and Chris Rock bumped me, and then they said Kevin Hart and Chris Rock bumped me, and then they said, "Do you want to still go up?" And I said, "Yeah." And then Chris Rock brought me up as
Beth Smelling.
No, forget who he said I was going to be.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Name another big comic. It wasn't Will
Like
Smith.
a female comic?
No.
Oh.
He was like, "Come to the stage."
Nick DiPaolo.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
He said Eddie Murphy.
Shut up.
And then he said, "No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be great? Welcome to the stage."
Oh,
Best
fuck
of."
that. That's mean.
Yeah.
That's intentionally mean.
Potentially, yeah.
Was it
There was
funny
a
though?
lot
Did
of
he get laughs?
I think they were just disappointed it was me.
Yeah.
But he
That's
did
pretty
talk a lot
clever.
about juicy pussy. I don't know if that made it into the hour.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless it was in reference to Meghan Markle, which he was going on and on about.
Oh, really?
Like, who fucking cares, man?
A lot. I didn't get far into it.
Matt, let's take another Zoomer. I'm going to see if anyone can redeem the Zoom room today.
Bovice? Am I saying that right? Bovice?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
Unbearable.
Question. What's the long-term plan for the show?
What are you, my mom?
This particular episode, or the show in general?
Office hours. I've had my heart broken by some podcasts I absolutely love that have, just stopped, and hoping you guys will never break up, but wanted to hear it from you.
Well, with me here now, we're never gonna stop.
No, I don't think we don't have any plans to wind down. I think we've got.
I won't let them.
Seems like you're only
That's
ramping
all I've
up.
got. It's all me and Vic have got.
I just have nothing else going
It's
on.
all what do you
In all
think else I
seriousness.
have got going on?
DJ Cool Party.
Nobody wants.
I would
Make
see a
the
world
powerhouse.
in which I'm no longer a part of the show for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I seem to be, according to some of the other comments I've seen, I'm the least popular part of the show. It's always.
Disagree.
Well, I appreciate that, but.
Integral. You're
No, I just think that people don't really appreciate what I do for the show.
Integral.
Yeah, we'll keep hobbling along, I suppose, until something better happens.
Till the money runs out.
Till the cash runs out. It's a song from my 2016 album In Glendale. When the cash runs out.
Well, we got that TV deal because the writers are on strike, and this show doesn't need writers, so we got a big deal over it.
Believe me, this show needs writers. Like that's self-evident.
Whoa!
I can't believe you said the word horn on this show because now it's already
the worst thing to say.
Well, what podcast are you
like
talking about where these
cello.
people wind things down? What? He's muted.
You really want me to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one do you miss the most?
I know what it is. Can I guess?
Oh, I know. Go ahead.
Guess.
Come Town.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Duh.
Also, Bonfire got new hosts.
What do you mean?
I'm almost ashamed to say it. The
Why?
Bonfire. Yeah, they changed out
So
one of the guys.
it's not Big J and Soder?
Soder's gone. It's another guy now. It's
Soder's
a
the
totally
best.
different.
Who's this now?
Dan Soder is so funny.
Oh, I don't know him.
We were on the season of the stand-ups that we were talking about earlier on Netflix.
Dan
And
Soder.
he also has a special on HBO called Son
Big
of a
J
Berry.
Okerson, is that who we're talking about?
That's
here?
the other.
We're chilling.
Chris.
This guy's been around forever. I remember. What's his deal? He does crowd work.
Yeah, he
What's up with these Come Town guys? Are they friends or enemies of mine?
I don't know those guys.
No. Nick Mullen, Adam Friedland.
Don't know him.
Now they're gonna talk about you.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do Red Bar now. Who are these guys? You know that guy?
He's the
I
best.
started in Chicago.
I like
Oh,
that guy.
you know him that good.
But I feel like I have definitely maybe crossed paths with the Come Town guys at a festival, but I don't know them personally.
They're edgy. They're young and edgy and hip, and
They still young?
they might not be young anymore. I don't know. Very cool guys. Everything's a big joke to them, huh? Not me. I have real pain. I have real a lot of depth.
You're vulnerable.
Vulnerable. I'm layered.
You understand intimacy.
I have death in my life with dogs.
Definitely, you've had trauma.
Yeah.
And drama.
I'm politically aware
Mm-hmm.
and empathetic towards the marginalized communities, such as the LGBTQ plus
Blah, blah, blah.
community.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking? Are you familiar with attachment styles? Is that what you're talking about?
Who's
the
this
trauma
now?
and stuff? No.
I actually just started that book.
Oh, okay. Attacher or attachment
called-
or something. It's just all right. That's because I heard you using some of the terminology there.
Maybe like there's like a what's this? A magnet? A horseshoe magnet?
Okay, yeah.
On the cover
yeah.
of it.
Okay,
What is
yes,
this
yeah.
now?
That's it. Yeah. It's about attachment styles where
I'm
you're-
rolling my eyes as I'm reading it, but yeah.
Oh, really?
Staples,
I believe-
glue, tape.
No,
it's because I'm annoyed because I've heard it so many times from other people.
This is like self-help stuff, pop
attached.
psychology.
It's basically about
Malcolm Gladwell.
No. It's a book about people who are codependent.
Uh-huh.
And their attachment styles and what
Yeah.
happened to you as a kid.
Sounds
Why
boring.
you choose the people you choose.
No, it is. It is. Your
It is
relationship
boring?
with your parents. No, your relationship with your parents directly informs your relationship with others,
And
everyone.
and this book focuses
your-
particularly on romantic.
Right, your romantic partners, who you choose, because you're basically looking for the life that you had and the environment you had as a kid.
So if you like
Are you sexually attracted to me?
Tim probably had a secure
I'm not gonna
upbringing.
answer. I'm not going to answer.
What?
that.
You probably had a secure upbringing, and therefore you have secure attachments.
Mommy,
You
no,
should- everyone should look this up for real. It's helpful.
But if your mom left you on the kitchen floor for hours at a time and you're never going to eat again, you might have like attachment anxiety.
My mom is here
I
at the,
want
in the,
mommy.
at the
I want
compound.
milk. I want.
That's
By
cool.
the way,
Yeah, insecure attachment.
Insecure
The goal
and
is
insecure
secure.
avoidant.
Yeah.
Very hard to change.
I know. But you know what? I
They
gotta
say
say,
one
I've
in
been
four-
working on it. and
One in
it's-
four
it's-
people
yeah.
can change it over 4 years.
I don't believe anybody
That's how
can
long I've
change.
been doing it.
I agree.
I don't think there's any way to
So, Vic,
change.
you're
We are
changing?
who we are.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm becoming more secure.
And-
No.
What were you anxious?
Yeah, anxious, preoccupied. If you could imagine that.
I'm like Popeye. I am what I am.
Mom, I want a vape.
We all can grow and we all can learn.
Wrong. We can learn. We just can't change. All right.
I'm scared.
I think Ellie might be here. Is Ellie here, guys?
But I'm just fascinated by the anxious
Mm-hmm.
and then the avoidant. They always attract each other.
Yeah.
So the anxious is always looking for more comfort and
Right.
you know.
Just
but,
read the book. Get the book.
No,
if you're
but-
so if you're
but then
if you're at
the-
home, you're interested. Get the book.
Are you the anxious or the avoidant?
I'm the anxious, so is looking for more, and then the avoidant
Right.
is like, get away from me, and then you just keep going back and forth, and you
That
have to
makes
figure
a
out
lot
a way
of
to
sense,
break
Vic.
that. You know
Let me
what I
ask
mean?
you this.
It's craziness.
You pick people who
What
scratch
about
about it.
what about this Al Pacino?
Yeah, what about him? What was that video of him dancing around?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Al Pacino's gonna have a baby.
Oh. His
Not,
seed is
he's not
still
gonna have a
swimming.
baby.
He's
His
going to be
partner's
100 when he
gonna-
graduates high school.
I wonder how fast his sperm is. Like pretty slow, or did they
I don't
dock?
know. And then you got De Niro having a baby too.
What?
They both De Niro just had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
And they're both in their 80s. Like De Niro's got to be 80s. But
80 for Baby. That's their new movie they're making.
80 for Baby?
It was a baby.
Here's what Pacino's going to say when his baby's born.
Say hello to my little friend.
Okay. Is he?
Why not? If he was...
Do you think Al Pacino's jealous of this Sebastian Maniscalco movie that that De Niro roped himself into? Now, what about him? Do you like him?
Maniscalco? I don't know if I'm as familiar with his work to comment.
You know what? I watched one of his specials and I was laughing a lot.
I've seen him at the store again once other time, and he does kill.
I do think he's good at what he does.
Yeah, he's very...
I think he has this, like, what's really funny is...
Performative.
Oh, there we go. There's old news.
What?
Al Pacino.
We're trying to catch up today.
He demanded a DNA test.
Oh,
Who's this?
really?
Oh,
no.
There she is, Eliana Athayde! Come on in and change the vibe. My friend. I don't know. Ellie's here. Vibe shift is huge. We might not get to your stuff today, by the way.
That's right. We'll just hang out.
Would you prefer that?
Over.
Oh, you do?
Oh, wow.
I don't think your mic is she mic'd up yet.
She's not mic'd up yet. Give her a second.
I know, these are like, I'm scared these are going to like really be stuck in there.
No, you're fine. You're a fan of Beth Stelling.
Okay. I can
you're
hear
live,
me.
you're live.
Well, you did that. I'm sorry. This is probably your that thing everyone knows about. But you did the thing about the contract, the dumb guy comedian.
Oh, yes.
That was like a gift to us all.
Something viral?
Anytime.
It was great.
I'm glad you liked it.
It was great.
Look at this. We're bringing people together.
I just did everybody's special in what was that, 2019? All the dudes were like, me too. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna have paperwork to fuck. And so I just did I retaliated in about a 10-minute chunk that's available on my
It's
Instagram.
so good. It's great.
Okay.
It's great.
Thank you.
I'm busy. This is what I'm busy watching. Can we just go through this quick before we break?
Yeah.
The problem is
we
I don't get to some of these things.
I want you to get to
these popular things because I end up getting sucked into the worst of the worst.
Okay.
And like I said, Sebastian Maniscalco, what is it?
Maniscalco.
Yeah. I agree. I think he's very good at what he does on stage. It's like a big character.
Yeah.
The thing with the guy with the right? And it's big.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a performance, and I want that.
He's
I don't
a
want some
character.
mopey dude up on stage talking about his
Right.
fucking life. Come and do a show.
I know, yeah.
But the poor guy
No, I want
says,
that mopey Stephen
I know what I'm
Wright
gonna do. I'm gonna make a fucking movie now. Maybe he should have let that gestate a bit because he somehow ropes in Robert De Niro for this. Poor Robert De Niro, senile Robert De Niro. Shrinking De Niro is a new documentary I'm making. It's detailing the shrinking of Robert De Niro, both literally and sort of our perception of him.
I did see a post of his profile in youth and his profile now.
He's fading away.
It's just more like a little dachshund.
Is he wilting?
Loopy dog.
So I get dragged into this Entertainment Weekly, whatever. What's it called, Matt? It's a round table discussion about this movie that they put out, and it's just fascinating.
What
Watch
are you,
this.
nuts?
Can I ask you something?
This poor Robert De Niro gets roped into doing this press. Watch this. Do you have it?
Yeah, we have the
this is
trailer
the trailer
first, just to give a quick context.
That's in your suit.
This is the first summer since we have to say goodbye to your dear mother, and you're going to leave me to burn the spot.
I don't care if this is a good movie or bad. You know, I
Why
don't.
don't we just bring him?
No, I don't think so. I'm not here to like dish. I'm not here to like shit on this movie because making a movie's hard. Maybe it's going to be Maybe it doesn't work out, whatever. But this promotional shit that they have to do.
Maybe it's funny.
Maybe it's funny. I'll probably get a few
Let's
laughs.
go. Let's all go watch it.
Are we gonna watch it right now?
I have a rip of it. Yeah.
I'd like to see.
From the hilarious mind of Sebastian Maniscalco. So Entertainment Weekly says, here's the promotion we're going to do. You're going to sit around this table filled with donuts and pastries and talk about it with the cast.
Hey, this is Sebastian Maniscalco. This is Entertainment Weekly's Around the Table with the cast of About My Father.
Don't be so enthusiastic. No, energy down a little, because you're going to jump out of your clothes. Okay, go ahead. I mean, you don't have to sell it, but you know what I mean.
Leave him alone. He's doing great.
I'm gonna do the comedy.
Ooh, wait. All right, pause. Did you catch that? Did you catch that energy, Beth?
Wow.
I'm going to do the comedy.
Stare at De Niro.
But you know that guy got big laughs. That Succession guy got big laughs.
No, I like that guy. So look at.
But it was weird to see him not in Succession.
I know. Well, you know he's Sledgehammer. Do you remember the show Sledgehammer? No. All right, Matt. What else is? There's not much to this. It's just how small. Is it me?
You just watch De Niro.
Oh, he looks so little.
There's a lot of dynamics.
Can we just punch into just to watch De Niro? It's really funny. I did that before.
That's what you should do.
That's right. Yeah.
I do a lot of stand-up about my father, but this was a little passion project. Austin Earl and I decided to write.
And you know what he does there? Right. This is a technique, because what happens is, unfortunately, this movie didn't get very good reviews.
Okay.
So I think what Sebastian's already doing is kind of throwing it under the table. This table filled with donuts. He's saying
that nobody's eating.
Hey, you know what? It's just a little fucking thing I did.
What do you think?
I don't even know if it's. I don't even know if you should watch it. Whatever. Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
What are you doing?
I'll do another one. You know?
About my father, but this was a little passion project. Austin Earl and I.
Forget it. You know what? If people like it, they don't. Who gives a shit?
There's some stories about my family I wanted to tell in more of a movie format.
I mean, a poor guy's
on stage,
uncomfortable doing this kind of promotion. You know what I mean? He's uncomfortable doing it.
Have a nice day. Kills of the Flower Moon in Oklahoma, so I asked if Sabo could come down for
his father
a day or two and meet, and he did. And I went over the script with him, certain scenes. If we do this, do that.
So this goes on and on and on.
And I banged my girlfriend with no condom, and then.
And now I'm suing her.
And then
I'm suing her.
So the car comes and gets me, and then we go down. We get in my trailer. Do makeup, hair, do this. We get the set. We do blocking. And what else? Do the take. We do a couple other takes. I go back to my trailer. Then we do lunch.
Then tell me the truth.
Then we go back. We do blocking. We do another scene. We do coverage. Bing, bang, boom. That's the end. They go back to my hotel. Next day, get picked up. Go back. Makeup. I mean, that's what they're talking about.
The set to meet Marty Scorsese and
Marty.
So then he goes. Then this conversation it dries up. Marty
Scorsese
directed it?
No. Goodfellas on my wall. I remember,
skip to the next part
my
because
mother
this conversation
for
dries up like the Colorado River. I'm telling you.
He's staring at the donuts.
His wife, she's like, just
By the way, it looks like donut plant. Are we in New York?
I've seen worse. It's the best Alabama had to offer.
It's like the Last Supper.
There's moments of the film that
Last
are,
Supper,
you know,
sponsored by Krispy Kreme.
You know, was a staple.
Oh, so then they start talking about cologne. And now nobody on this table really knows about cologne or wants to talk about cologne. They don't like cologne. Listen to this conversation. Imagine being in the middle of this.
An Aqua di Gio was a staple. I wrote Drakkar.
Yeah, Drakkar.
Izzy Miyake came out with a beautiful scent. Paul Langerfeld. I had cologne like people collect wine.
I don't own cologne. I should get
This is just straight
All right, well then shut the fuck
pheromone
up.
and cedarwood
Oh.
deodorant.
Oh, and cedarwood.
Cedarwood deodorant.
Nothing toxic.
No, nothing. It's
Nothing.
organic.
Sometimes I do a little aftershave.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, aftershave, just for me, I'm like, I don't want razor bumps or whatever, but like it's scented because they got to make it something.
What?
I don't do cologne really.
This took it to a new level.
I hate them all. Scents, like you go into like a hotel or something, and all of a sudden there's a scent, right?
Robert De Niro's
store where
thinking,
you walk in, you're like,
raging bull.
That's it.
You're like coming at you.
Yeah.
Try this.
How much more of this do I got to do?
Like my skin doesn't like it or something.
Apparently, I'm the only one.
Go see the movie.
How much fucking more is my doing now?
I'm baffled.
I know.
And nobody ate a single donut? They
Take
should
it
have
out.
been forced to eat them while they're talking.
Exactly.
Tim, let's do a big dinner like this about this podcast, talking about the podcast.
I wish we had donuts.
Talking about watching this.
Trying to.
Oh my God.
Fill the
Anyway.
time.
All right, Eliana, welcome to the show.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Eliana.
Wow.
Eliana is, of course, the bass player in the very good band. She's also a musician in her own right.
Wow.
Project out the wazoo.
Last
plays
week
bass.
you called me a scholar. My parents asked you not to do that because I'm not.
So as we're on the road and we tour a lot, we're just in the UK and Europe. We started talking about Eliana comes from a family of musicians, like serious musicians, classical, jazz.
That's it.
Polka. And you have a deep understanding of classical music, or it's a misnomer to even call it classical music, isn't it?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, no, but
there's a literal definition of classical music.
There's a classical era. I like calling it classical music, but if I'm gonna pretend to be a scholar,
Yeah.
European art music, Western art music.
There you go. The good stuff. And so I said, well, I don't know. I know I have certain appreciation for a lot of it,
There
but
he
I want
is.
to know
That's the
more.
guy.
That's
we
Bach.
go.
Nice.
All right. See?
That's Bach?
That's Bach. I mean, supposedly. I don't,
The wig's throwing me off. It doesn't look
You
right on him.
you would recognize him without the wig.
Yeah. I've only seen him without the
Look at him. He's holding his music. It looks like he's holding a Kindle. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, Eliana's going to give us a little education in this type of music and answer some of our questions and your questions. And Beth, you're going to stick around to be educated as well.
Okay.
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 Of course, I'm not forcing anything. If you want to leave, you can
I
leave.
want to learn.
You've done your time.
I want a donut, to be honest.
We
Oh,
all
we should
can
have
grow.
gotten
and
donuts
all
mash.
Would be nice.
Oh, you know what I got?
What?
To celebrate or to feel better about Molly's passing, I got you this, Tim. I forgot to bring it. Why don't we
You know what?
pass it through the
You
mirror,
know what? I
please.
actually brought you some stuff to feel better about Molly.
Yeah, but
too.
they're not donuts.
They're not close.
This is talking about dog treats. These are mine. What, you did?
Yeah, these are for you. These are some.
I don't like this kind of candy, but I appreciate my kids love it.
What's wrong with you?
It's for the boys.
My kids love this. This is sick. Sour
Sorry, your
Patch
dog
Kids.
died. Go get some diabetes.
Wait a
Those
minute.
are for the new dog.
I think we got a new boycott coming our way. Why are they targeting kids with these Sour Patch Kids? Oh, Sour Patch Kids.
Wait, what color are those Sour Patch? Are they the rainbow
One of
colors?
them's extreme.
Are they grooming kids?
They live in a Sour Patch.
I want to talk about that, by the way.
Okay.
I'm grooming
Okay, groomer.
kids now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
For what?
I'm just cleaning up their. I'm combing and
Oh, you're
cleaning their hair.
looking for lice and stuff.
Checking for lice.
No, I got into it because I said
The guy that gives free lice exams.
I said these idiots that are boycotting Target. I mean, these are those worst people in the world, right? You know these people boycotting Target?
Oh no, why?
Because they got pride shit up in their stores.
Oh.
And I got into it. Now I'm a groomer, apparently. It's like, I'll talk about it after the break.
Okay.
And Eliana knows that I've got a great relationship with my kids.
I never sucked any ding-dongs. I like women, not men. There's no video of President Trump sucking a ding-dong. I like to clown around.
I have respect for your fellow drop
And I like to have fun.
Oh, sorry.
I'm King Kong, baby.
All right, that's more from Alex Jones, more from Eliana, Beth, and your calls after the break.
We'll be right back.
Wow.
Vampire.
You know,
Retard.
Holy city, 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 holy Your voice in the wind, in the breeze. Your voice in the wind, in the trees. Our voice in the wind, in the trees. We've got the inside medicine to end the inside war. The choice between right and wrong to make the spirit soar. And all the grandmothers of all time can rest assured. The tender loving hand of her spirit will guide the soul. Just do unto others as you have them do to you. Do unto others as you have them do to you. Do unto others as you have them do to you. Love is something that must guide you to all good things. The dance of life inside you that makes your heart to sing. And all the grandfathers who ever gave a meal will sit around the table of the seeds that are real. And we can live together inside the holy walls. The fruits of the Spirit feeds the children of the call. And every dream and vision held in the doubt of frost were manifesting hope that was never really lost. Just do unto others as you'd have them do to you. Do unto others as you'd have them do to you. Do unto others as you'd have them do to you. Holy city, holy city, holy city, holy city, holy city. Holy city, 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 holy city.
Oh, my wife do it. She doesn't work. Interdimensional vampires. Oh, God, I missed the toilet.
In the wind, in the breeze. A voice in the wind, in the breeze. Your voice in the wind, in the trees. A voice in the wind, in the trees.
Hi, babe.
There you go. All right, my queen. Stay perfect.
June was.
You're one tasty bird, you
a
are,
steering
Peretti.
held the ski, whiskey blue. Montinous cries of boys whoppered the air, festooned by sun needles to wacky cobbles. Criss-crossing did doggy go, cats and infinitesimals. Screamy was babes, with babulant portulous mamma-gangers, roll block wheels. Shiny as fist, vicious flat streak, heroes flasking in the bargain grill, minnows of feline fowl, silver chit-chat seeking in the Claminiris smoke share. Panodrama. Friends,
the music.
Go
Hey, everybody. Vic, what was that? What was that?
That was Klaus Oldenburg. It was a little poem he wrote
All right,
about
hey,
June.
just quiet down, you two.
Sorry,
We're on TV.
ladies talk.
Can you imagine you're sitting on the
Have
Regis
you
and
been
Kelly
seeing
show
us
and
the whole
messing?
time?
Yeah, that's what they do on those shows.
No.
You didn't see us the whole time, right?
What?
People can't see us the whole
No. By the way, folks, Ben Berman last week, if you're a regular watcher of the show, he dropped off these random energy drinks. I'm not an energy drinker. You might know this about me. I don't drink Red Bull and this kind of stuff. So I'm going to experiment with this product called Zoa, not an endorsement.
Multiple orgasms.
The flavor is delicious. It's frosted grape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yum, 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 yum.
That sounds
That does-
delicious.
Sounds delicious.
Frosted grape, I've never heard of anything like
Oh, it's
that.
like a melted popsicle. Yum, 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 yum.
And it's energy drink?
Is this a lot? 300 milligrams of caffeine? Is that a lot?
That's a lot.
That's what's in Zoa?
That's what's in this thing. What you got? What do you got over there?
Yeah,
I can't
read your
read. Can I see those glasses
oh, yeah,
again?
Here.
Toss.
I'm scared. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I don't read.
Nice.
Let's find out the milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, are you going to get a better shot? I want to apologize for the shot of Malibu from last week
Heavy
on the
crotch
show. It was a full crotch shot on Malibu.
See it all.
Where's the caffeine? Where are you supposed to see that?
Just
Vic?
read everything. Whatever
Nutritional
you
facts,
see.
serves, calories 10. That ain't bad.
Okay, sugar.
Sugar 0. I don't see caffeine.
Go to the. I feel like it's at the bottom.
Maybe it's like guarine.
Magnesium, potassium, potassium. I can't. Riboflavin. I don't think there is any caffeine in this.
Well, then what the heck is the
Ellie,
energy?
Can you find the caffeine in that?
So Vic, yours has 300 milligrams, which is, by the way, a
Caffeine
lot.
from green coffee and
Because a
green
cup of
tea.
coffee usually has
Okay,
about
but no
28
milligrams?
to 30.
Really? Then I should not be
300
drinking this
milligrams of
and have
caffeine?
Panic attacks.
All right, let's take a zoomer real
I'd
quick.
calm down on that.
set this
Yeah.
down.
160
I don't even do milligrams. I do
milligrams.
grams.
160 milligrams.
Of what?
Caffeine.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
He has double. I mean, a cup of coffee is typically 28-ish grams of caffeine. Coffee.
I'm not going to drink the rest of this then. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, yes, 28 grams of like beans is in like a cup. So caffeine-wise, I don't know.
I just looked this up. A cup of coffee is like 95 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay, so and 28.
This is
of
200
beans.
grams of caffeine.
That's
Don't
a lot.
OD.
Should I wear the glasses?
Davish Blankish? What's going on over there?
Hey.
Look at this.
I'd love to, but I don't get the zoomers in my monitor because
Smoke anything.
because Wes has decided to go to Europe to visit the masters.
I like my
Classic
coffee with
music.
2 creams and 2 sugars.
Sit back and relax. Enjoy yourselves a cup of Three Stooges coffee.
There's
and
Davish.
enjoy the show.
What's up, Davish?
Cup of Three Stooges coffee.
Hey, I was wondering if the panel had any thoughts on the recent news of Al Pacino.
We just covered that, man. Are you watching the show?
Yeah, I kind of zoned out for a minute.
Nothing more to say about that, right?
No.
What do you have to say about it, caller? Hello, caller?
Sit back and relax.
He's zoning out again.
All right, enough.
Are you happy for Al or not?
Oh, yeah, why wouldn't I be? I don't really have much information on the subject, but
Neither do we, but we're also happy for Al.
Al's pregnant, and so is
do you have
De Niro.
any thoughts on maybe the Bruce Willis news?
Oh,
What's he's got dementia?
Yes.
Is there new news regarding
I thought the headlines were kind of deceiving because
Sam,
like,
Sam, is there any news?
Schwarzenegger has memories.
I was waiting for.
Sam, do we have any news? We used to do this with our old intern, Olivia. Is there any news in there?
Yeah, we actually just got a hold of a press release from the Doobie Brothers.
Motherfucker!
Is this
Wait,
real?
what?
Can we pull it up?
Here, forward it to me.
Motherfucker. Oh my! We have a from the new Doobie Brothers or the Doobie Brothers?
This is the original Doobie Brothers.
They put out a press release, sent it to us.
That was quick.
What happened?
They watched the show.
Regarding Bruce Willis?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with Bruce. Listen to this: the Doobie Brothers disavow new Doobie Brothers project.
Oh no!
The legendary rock band, the Doobie Brothers, known for their time. Okay.
Well, of course they would.
They issued a statement to clarify their position on the recent emerging new Doobie Brothers project. It has come to our attention that a group of musicians have been performing under a name closely resembling our own and engaging in activities that misrepresent our identity and legacy. The Doobie Brothers categorically disavow any affiliation or association with this unauthorized project. That just...
You think they'd be able to sue?
Well, it says here, they must, in conclusion, Doobie Brothers strongly disavow...
They're actively exploring all legal avenues.
We're actively exploring all legal avenues. I'm surprised that the new Doobie Brothers did this without the explicit permission of the Doobie Brothers.
Wait, the new Doobie Brothers is real?
Yeah. That is real.
I hadn't thought about Pacino.
I'm very gullible.
Instead of Pacino teaching his baby how to walk, his baby's going to teach him how to crawl.
Wait, what? What?
I don't know. She laughed. That worked.
I was going to, how about something like,
Somebody laughed.
instead of him teaching his baby how to walk, his baby's going to teach him how to use a walker.
Oh, there you go.
See, you're the pro.
There it is.
That's what you get. That's
Hey,
the
we're
kind
in
of
a writer's
quality you get
room,
on
and
Rick
we
and
should-
Morty, season 8, coming up in the fall on Max.
He's going to teach him to woo-hawk.
Woo-hawk!
59 eggs, 92 eggs, 52 eggs, 66 eggs, 16 eggs, 92 eggs, 85 eggs,
Oh, Jesus.
73
That's
eggs,
Matt.
70
That's
eggs,
Matt's new
18
drops.
eggs.
It's that egg thing from I Think You Should
73
Leave. Someone
20
dropped a
eggs,
link. The
30
egg game. Someone they
All right,
like.
well, this isn't the I think you should leave fan podcast. Get it out of here.
There is a new Pacino headline though.
Uh-oh.
This is sad.
Alpha
true.
True demanded
Oh
DNA.
my gosh.
Oh, no.
No.
Is that his
Demanded-
daughter there?
Did
or-
not believe you could.
I want you to go and get a DNA test.
I can't do it. I'm trying to do it. How would I do it?
Oh.
I mean, you sounded pretty good right
That was
there.
pretty good.
Look,
We're told he has medical issues that would have commonly prevented a man from impregnating a woman.
Oh, maybe
I'm
this
like,
is a
getting the feeling of coming in
scam
the
artist
gym,
going
I'm
on.
getting the
She
feeling
has
of
she has an interesting track record.
he
Is it
just
history?
doesn't, he doesn't want to say he couldn't get it up, but
Right, shout out.
it's like, it's
no
physically
way.
impossible.
Oh, there's no way I can
Shout
do it.
out load.
I don't even have a dick.
My dick passed away.
Well, she dated Mick Jagger and also Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
She likes the olds.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me just say
She's in a loose
just
skin.
quickly about this Target shit, because it is Pride Month. Gay Pride Month. I'm not a big guy with all these months and everything, but whatever.
I'm gonna have a baby when I'm 80.
Just chill on this shit. These fucking Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro and Candace, all these grifters have launched these boycotts of these companies. They're parading around. They're so excited because they're crashing the economy for these companies. Like they're crashing the stock market or crashing the stocks for these companies.
Mm-hmm.
All because Target like put up rainbow shit in like in a section of the store.
Capitalism?
And their thing is like, keep it away from the kids. We don't want the kids. You got to protect the kids. But my point that I tweeted, and I got in big trouble with these people, like I'm in big trouble.
Can we see that?
My tweet was, hey, it's very explicit language.
Okay.
You dumb motherfuckers. Exposing kids to LGBTQ stuff is the point. Normalize this shit now for them, and they won't be so confused, repressed, isolated from the modern world as adults. Grow up and join the 20th century, you told Lou. Now, people also
Dumb
said, do
bastards.
you know it's the 21st century? Now, Beth, you're a comedian. You know what I'm doing there, right?
Yeah.
It's like, can you at least join the 20th century?
Exactly.
It's like,
I'm not even asking you to meet me all the way
there you go.
in the 21st century.
These dumb fucks.
I'm saying just pull up to the 20.
So, am I suggesting that we should sit children down and show them gay pornography?
Yes. Oh, okay.
No. Do I think that there's an age limit for talking about sex? Probably, yes. I think you have to use your judgment the way you talk about these things with kids, right?
I had a beat off.
But
there's a difference between learning about something and learning how to do something.
yes, but the point, like my point is, like if I'm a kid and I go around the world and go into the stores and go into watch commercials or go to the baseball game or something, and I see that the idea of being gay or trans is normal and accepted by the people around us, then it doesn't fuck me up to turn me into a weirdo who gets all uptight and repressed about this shit. Because I could tell you when I was a kid, like the idea of being gay was like, like, no, I'm not gay. Like it was bad. It was potentially bad. And it took like reprogramming and meeting people and talking to people and learning to like break that shit up. And so I'd rather my kids not have to go through that process.
Yeah.
And so my kids are aware. They get that people can have two moms or two dads and that people can be gay or straight or trans or bi or whatever, and it doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a person. And so
it's natural.
If these guys are worried about grooming children, they should be boycotting Johnson & Johnson's No More Tears shampoo. Because...
And I also want to say this, like, I'm going to ignore that comment. And I wish the mirror was pointing towards you.
Yeah, I got to take it.
The idea...
Johnson & Johnson's No More Liberal Tears is the new
I think it's a
shampoo
parent's
that
responsibility to know when to talk about sex with their kids and all that stuff. And by the way, there's so many fucking just demented things going on with this. One is that these people, they hear about LGBTQ, sorry, and I can't even say it.
It's okay.
Gay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They immediately think about sex. I'm like, you think that all gay people do is go around and just fuck all the time?
No.
Like it's all they're doing is just fucking. It's like, no, these are people that just want to have like regular lives and be with their partner and like watch TV with their partner. That's what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
you never
immediately,
fuck.
huh?
You never fuck.
No! But they immediately go into this headspace of like it's all
Right,
just,
which is a little bit doth protest too much.
there you go. Then the other thing is, you think kids, now I don't know what age this starts. For me, it was like probably 9 or 10 years old or probably younger. You know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Or you don't know, but you're certainly trying to figure it out.
You
You're
have
talking to your
TV.
friends at school. You're going into the woods and you're going like,
Well,
you know
that's
what I
actually
heard?
part of the problem. Don't talk to friends at school because they're going to tell you dumb stuff that's
Right.
going to get you pregnant.
That's true. But I was reminiscing with old Vic here, who's from the Lehigh Valley. And in the Lehigh Valley, about, I would say, a quarter of a mile from my dad's work on, I think, Lehigh Street, was right off the highway there is an establishment called Adult Playtime Boutique. right there. And we would pull off the exit. We'd drive by that. I mean, you remember this?
Yeah,
As early as I can remember, driving by Adult Playtime Boutique, which was an adult video store and sex toy store or whatever. You don't think I knew what was going on in there? You don't think
Got a
there was sort of
terrific
like an
penis.
awareness of all this shit? It's been around forever.
Am I wrong? And does everybody remember that like there was the extra room at the video store that you weren't allowed?
I remember that.
I know that very well.
Yeah, it's like
I've
so.
had a penis reduction.
Yeah. No, I
you
agree.
knew something
I
was
agree
back
with
there
these
just for
lunatics
adults?
that it shouldn't be out in the checkout line. There shouldn't be like,
But
animated
they don't
gifs
have a
of
problem with
fisting
seeing
going on.
heterosexual people's naked bodies on the cover of magazines.
No, they don't.
Which is often there.
And then these idiots, these very low IQ people, they go, well, what do I use the word? Normalize? Somewhere in there? They go, if something has to be normalized, maybe it's not normal.
Tim.
Like that like bumper sticker crap that doesn't really make sense if you actually think about it for a second. So
Yeah.
anyways, I got a terrible amount of shit from these people, and they're calling me a pedophile and a groomer. And folks, I'm here to set the record straight. I am not.
You have to deny it. Oh my God. Never deny.
So Beethoven, is he the deaf one?
All right,
or?
now,
Yeah, I know this is.
you want to move on? Does this make you
I'm kidding.
uncomfortable?
I'm
I know.
kidding.
Is Beethoven the one
No,
that
it
ate
doesn't
little
make me
boys?
uncomfortable. I mean, it made me think of
I
one
am
other
entertained.
thing. Are we already moving on?
I'm
No,
entertained.
go ahead, please.
I'm just going to say
Final
this.
thoughts.
I'm kidding.
When it comes to sexuality, it should be normalized, like in the sense that for boys it often is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if, look, this is something I have jokes about, so this is not the funny part of it, but it's like if masturbation and doing things on your own in a private way was actually told, like, that's not wrong
Yeah.
and taught to all sexes,
Right.
we would be in a very different place sexually. It doesn't matter what type of person you're into, but if it was said, like, there's actually nothing wrong with doing that,
Right.
you know, it's a private thing.
It's-
but if you
yes.
talk to
We're
everybody
not
about
suggesting
it,
we go out in the town square and start jacking off.
but if you talked about it and just said there's like a time and place and there's nothing shameful about pleasure and those
Right,
things,
right.
then it doesn't matter who you do it
Well,
with. or what
the
makes it
problem is
happy
they're
for you.
tied in with the church and they're tied in with the Christian shit that makes everything so complicated. You're Catholic.
Just like you.
Yeah.
But also, Tim, these ghouls, you don't have to give them the energy. You don't have to.
Well, I do, Vic, because I'm a voice of. I try to be. What do you say about me?
Well, we do need the white man in power to speak up.
You're.
Should we just keep quiet about this, Vic, and just let them run ramshot over
We
us?
specifically need you to do it. You're the man in power.
Well, because I'm also I'm a pretty boring, like Gen X white straight guy.
We need your help.
I know, and there's nobody else doing it.
So yes, it is good, and I agree. We gotta
Vic
get.
wants me to clam up and just let Mike
No,
Pence
no,
have his
no,
way.
no, because I can tell it, like, because like I get very heated easily, and then lately my thing has been, first of all, they're
head in the sand, Vic.
No. There's all the people doing are just like media personalities trying to sell ads and everything, so they're just trying to piss you off.
I know, but there are actual consequences to this. I don't think it's. I mean, there's grifting going on, Vic.
I wouldn't even know what's going on though. I don't like. I would have no idea.
I mean, the effects are there's people that obviously this community is feeling under siege, right?
I guess. They are, but Matt Walsh isn't is he like the?
Yes, he's leading this charge.
I'm
pretty fly.
And then what
for a
happens
white
is
guy.
these guys, of course, they're grifting, Vic.
I know.
Of course, they're doing it for the wrong reasons, but they're setting the tone for like the Ted Cruzes and the Mike Pences and the Donald Trumps and the Ron DeSantis.
And we all saw
and those people are going to start affecting laws and making making life much harder for these people. So
I know. I just like it's hard to know what to do, but I just don't like playing these games, like playing their games, letting them set the the narrative and what we're talking about. Like I don't know.
We're talking about all kinds of things.
Yeah. Anyway, my whole thing has been to detach. Yes, put my head in the sand. Not really.
Well, I'm here. I'm here as an advocate for my gay brothers.
No,
and
I know,
sisters.
but it gets to a point where you're
And
like
it-
stressed out. You can't control.
Well, sometimes you have to
everybody's
stand
thoughts,
up.
You know what I mean?
And
No,
sometimes you have to stand up.
I've done that before. I've done it before.
Stood.
What side are you on,
Look
Doug?
in your mirror.
He's standing up. What side are you on, Doug?
Of what?
I mean, are you for the gays or against them?
Rainbow or non-rainbow?
Full spectrum of rainbows,
Thank
please.
you. All right, let's talk.
Of course.
I like this show comes to a halt.
Poor Ellie.
No.
You okay?
Yeah. I did send the link to my family because they were very excited
And they're
about
very
classical
anti-gay.
music. No.
I'm just kidding. You are an actual admitted fan of this show.
I
Which is
am.
really funny because I don't think when you joined the tour, joined the band, you were like, you had some awareness of my work.
Right.
You knew, like, you was like, oh, my friends love your stuff.
Yeah. My friends who
I don't
are
know so
guys,
much.
who happen to be guys.
And then you were like kind of dipping around in it. And then you're like, oh, I actually watched your Office Hours
Yeah.
show the other day and I liked it.
I love this show.
And now she's like a fan.
That's what I like about Ellie. She had no idea who you were, didn't know anything about you. And then she comes in and then, like, you know, fits right in like a
To
glove.
know you is to love you.
All right, so
True.
Now she loves you.
I do want to bring a...
Tim, I'm sorry. I'm not supporting Matt Walsh. I just want to make sure.
I know.
Okay. Just want to clear the air.
But you know that's a sort of we don't want to go back into it. We all understand. And yes,
but what should we
should I be engaging on Twitter with these people? Probably not. But I got to do something.
What else are you going to do?
What else am I gonna do? Should I have worded that better? Maybe.
Next time.
Yeah. But I did go in and clarified. I said, I'm not talking about what like. I'm not trying to like. There shouldn't be a section of Target that has just gay porn or any porn broadcasting on their giant LG TV screens. And Matt, you made the point they should be protesting for Target for all sorts of other shit.
That's right.
They're
Capitalism.
slave labor. They're anti-union
Plastics
shit.
that'll last forever.
Capitalism? David Bowie.
David Bowie.
But the big Academy Award winner last year, or a big nominee, they have their Blu-rays there. So I say, Tar, get the DVD. Oh my God.
No.
I watched Tar for this
Oh,
because
wow.
I thought
Matt
it
hated
would
it. I
come
loved
up.
it.
Not a fan.
Why? I know I'm interested.
Let's focus on the
No,
positivity.
Let's move on.
Well,
I didn't see it, but I
I am curious. I watched it with my boyfriend who who's not a classical musician.
Burying the lead.
Wait, everybody just logged off now. They're like, well, forget it.
She's got a
Off the market.
boyfriend. I gotta go too.
I'm so awkward. Oh, don't leave. And yeah, there were so many little niche references that I could tell were just going right over his head.
Right. Well, I don't know. I don't know that world too well, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was very funny
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
So you guys all watched Tar. I haven't seen it yet. And you liked it?
I liked it, yeah.
And you liked it?
I liked it. I mean, I'm like the music school dropout of my family,
Right.
and so I have a feeling that my siblings
gonna do beauty
who
school
are
dropout.
actual like symphony musicians, they had more complicated feelings about it. Like,
Yeah.
Right, like a chef watching The Bear.
totally.
Well, it's kind of funny because it's about it's about a woman conductor who gets canceled.
Yeah.
And they're sort of like, oh, we're going to make a movie about this and it's going to be about a woman? Like, it
Right,
could have
because
been easily about a
they
man.
even name drop in the movie some of the real life male
Predators?
conductors who were finally, after years of kind of like everyone kind of knowing that something
Right.
was going on, like this, there's
You know what they should cancel is that teacher from that movie with the drumming. What's that movie
Sure.
called?
I won't watch that one.
What's that called?
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
I won't watch it.
That teacher's bad news. That's abusive.
The actor?
The actor should be canceled for playing that part. That'd be funny if we get into these cancel politics where we start canceling actors for playing troublesome.
Let's
Is that an
think
apology?
JR, JK.
This Al Pacino playing this drug dealer in
He should
Scarface.
be arrested.
I know.
I just noticed there was a dog.
Where?
Oh.
That's the ghost of Molly back there.
Where'd she get to?
All right, so Ellie, how are we going to do this?
I don't know. Well,
or learning.
I did a lot of homework. Okay, you were talking about the church.
Yeah.
Do I just dive in and start
dive
saying
in.
things and you guys
So,
can interrupt me?
yes.
Okay, I like you bringing up
Why
the
do we have
church.
what is classical music? Where did it come from? Why did this kind of music that we all can picture
The
in our
answer
head?
is Germany.
Germany, Deutschland.
No,
Here we
I
go.
a lot of Germans did this.
That's not classical.
Strauss.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Love Strauss. Yeah. Well, I like to think of it like the church is the first record label in the world.
I like this.
They are like, we're gonna pay you to make music, but you need to make music that we like.
Right.
You know. So go back to Italy, Renaissance-ish era. Got this guy named Palestrina, who like saves music as we know it. Because first it was all just like Gregorian chants, like
Right.
very, very boring. A bunch
Monotonal?
a bunch of dudes singing one thing at the same time.
Got some examples of that?
Monk stuff?
Monk stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have music now
Palestrina.
just to get people into the pews, you think?
I guess.
I love chanting.
So it's all like that. It's very boring.
Uh-huh.
The composers are getting bored. The people are getting bored.
Right.
That.
Oh, that type
Sure.
of stuff.
Yes. Perfect.
Human organs.
But they have to add their little spice to it.
It's perfect. But then composers start being like, what if we write like a few different parts so it's not just like one guy doing that?
And this is who?
Palestrina. Well,
Palestina.
Do you think he invented the harmony?
no.
That was
The harmony
beforehand.
has to have been around since the
harmony-
beginning of the mankind.
Man, yeah,
right?
that
So
that's
what-
The sirens.
Can I ask about
yeah.
were violins around at this point, or stringed instruments?
That's
or,
a great question.
She
I
don't
don't
know.
know. There's no way to know.
I think so, but I mean, or no, violins are not around, but like stringed instruments are probably around.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like
Mandolin.
Was the piano? What came first, the piano or the violin? Because there's strings in the piano.
I think the piano's quite late.
yeah,
correct?
piano's
Oh,
quite
okay.
late. Yeah, totally.
Just to
You
get
get
the
the
But
heart
hard
ahead. Yeah.
piano and violin had like early ancestors that we would look at and be like, that's kind of a piano, or that's kind of a
Now, how did they
violin.
figure out that horsehair works? That
Yeah.
they walked across the
I
horse
don't-
and then
Tried every
they made a cool
type of
sound.
Yeah,
Sour.
you know what else they used to use? Cat guts for the strings.
Good.
How'd they figure that one out?
All right, let me.
Wow.
Okay, okay.
Palestrino
the
comes
point
in.
of Palestrina is
Tim
that
actually
like
just lost a
the
pet.
church is. And let me tell you what we're doing with that dog's guts.
Do we have Palestrino music around?
Yeah, Palestrina. Okay, so here's the only story that matters about Palestrina. You can forget about him after this.
Yeah.
The church is like, this music is getting satanic. You can't understand what people are talking about Jesus because there's like multiple lines weaving in and out. We don't like it. That's Satan stuff. Kind of like,
They're like,
Matt
this
Walsh
Elvis,
with Target.
This
you know?
Elvis guy's rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
He got canceled.
Yeah.
Palestrina.
And Palestrina writes this. He writes a piece that is polyphonic, has multiple lines, right? But is like chill, and the church likes it. And they're like, okay, I guess this polyphony is fine and not super
They had an
satanic.
issue with multiple melody harmony essentially because
They're like, you can't hear the devotional words now. Like, yeah, I don't know. Why? I mean, why do they get upset about anything? You
Right.
know?
So this changes the kind of music that's being played in churches.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Then we can skip forward like 200 years.
So this is just kind of
to Bach.
plodding along. Are there notable composers during this period?
Yeah,
Not
but
really.
don't worry about it, you know?
Okay.
I mean, unless somebody's worried about it, somebody's getting like a doctorate.
But there's
right
no
now
major
about it,
jumps in the form.
Well, I don't know if that's fair to say, but
I'm saying it.
okay.
I mean, when did the church? I feel like the organ came into the church, not the piano.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
A lot of organ.
Built him right in the organ. I mean, in the church.
All right.
Yeah.
So then Bach is the big explosion.
Honestly-
Why do we love Bach?
Bach. Like, if there was one classical composer you're going to check out, Bach. He
got it.
He got it. And the cool thing about Bach is that he was like not really popular in his day. He was kind of like this. Well, yeah, his kids.
That's such a stretch.
His kids were kind of like rock stars, and he was just like this old guy writing music in the style of like 40 years ago. So if there was going to be a Bach today, which I don't think there possibly could be because we just live in a world with too much distraction for there to be another like Bach.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was a Bach today, they would be writing like jazz music, probably. Like they wouldn't be writing something contemporary, and they wouldn't be popular. They'd be some person with 18 children writing music in a church every day.
Right. So he's appreciated after his death years later. And his kids are the ones that propagate his or kind of promote
His
him.
kids were just more popular than him. Like they were more, writing the music of the time.
Who were his kids?
Yeah, who was his kids?
Dude, he had like
Other
20
Bachs?
of them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, so
CPE.
PDQ.
PDQ. Wait, no.
Really?
Isn't PDQ the fake one?
Yeah.
Bach?
That's the only other
All
Bach I
last
know.
name Bach.
Yeah. Freaking 20.
That's cool.
18.
What did he
Well,
do?
there was Baby Bach, and then there was Albie Bach,
what's his
and
first
then there
name?
was
Johann.
Sebastian.
What did he do to the form? Like, is he introducing anything new, like musically, to this world? Or is it just so good?
It's just so good. It's just like
It's like it must be coming out of his brain. He
it
must be
was
a
totally
savant.
coming out of his
Like-
brain.
Where else would it be coming out of his bowels?
I meant like maybe from stealing it.
Oh, I see.
You know,
Yes,
like
I get
just
you.
just lifting and putting.
Yeah. I mean, I think
it's all in here, and he's just coming out of him.
if he were here, he'd be like, it's from God, probably. But yeah, he's just like totally
He's a divine
prolific,
instrument.
writing every single day.
Wow.
Wrote just like
But still finding time to fuck.
so much time.
A lot.
A lot
Imagine
of
the kids
time.
that didn't make it through.
When she wasn't
the early
ovulating.
days. Yeah. Or the kids that
Yeah.
just died in birth or in...
Or in the
Oh my
sheets.
gosh.
I mean, just
Wrapped up in
imagine
the
that,
sheets.
folks.
Anna Magdalena Bach.
Just think about it.
You know, if
Had
he didn't
18
have as
kids.
much sex, we wouldn't have his beautiful music. So that's why we need to have more
Yes.
sex.
Oh my gosh. And something
I don't want
else
to.
I just learned about Bach. He died. So when Bach dies, we say like the Baroque era done.
Okay.
Like he was that amazing that we look back and we're just like, that is the end of the Baroque era. But he died, I didn't know this, from having eye surgery in like 1750
Yeah,
or
no
60
wonder.
or 70.
Shittiest.
And,
Whoa.
and we look back and that guy was like a charlatan. I mean, of
Sure.
course.
What do you mean, the guy who did that? Oh,
Yeah.
duh. The guy who
Yes.
messed up his eyes.
Yeah, no, good clarification. We don't, no,
Because
I did say
he
that
probably
as
didn't clean his
vocalist.
tools. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't think he cleaned his tools at all. Oh my God.
I
I have
don't
no
think
evidence of that.
anyone should have been having eye surgery.
He's
I don't
like-
had
he's got
cataracts?
the ice
Is that
pick.
what it was?
He's got the ice pick and the hammer. Ding, 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 ding. Ow! Shit! His brain's
I'm gonna
just
pull on this.
exploded.
I'm gonna pull on this little wire.
What do you think Walter Carlos, Wendy Carlos, their inspiration to Bach with hooked on or switched on Bach? Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Do you into that?
I
Jumping
love
ahead
that.
like
Do you
200
approve?
years here.
Well, I mean, we're going to go past
mean-
Bach in a second. I want to get to it here.
I love that.
Well, it's a good introduction to Bach. Is some of the
Totally.
the Moog
Yeah.
synthesizer stuff.
This is it.
That's the harpsichord, right?
But it's digital harpsichord. It's all mono synths.
But that stuff is really cool, and I think if that's like what draws people in, that's awesome.
What are the?
But-
are there any recordings of Bach from his when he was alive, or is it all just the sheet music?
Okay, Tim.
They found some in a shell. Like if you held.
Oh yeah.
Wax. You fill the shell with wax.
Sometimes you've heard of that thing where like in these old tin walls where they can find there's sound captured in.
Jesus, I don't like that.
No.
It's
No,
true.
That sounds like bullshit.
Sound is captured in tin walls.
It's Alex Jones.
Are we talking about a music box?
What is this?
All right. So after Bach, what's the next big leap? Beethoven.
Christina Aguilera.
Mozart. You can't skip
Oh, Mozart.
Mozart, who studied as a child with one of Bach's kids.
Okay.
When Mozart was like 8, he takes some lessons with one of Bach's kids.
Wolfgang Amadeus.
That one.
Mozart.
And this is a point that my brother-in-law, who's the principal oboist of the Rochester Philharmonic, he's got a freaking doctorate in music, in oboe, and yeah, he's so smart. And
Dr. Oboe.
I asked him, Dr. Oboe. I asked Dr. Oboe what he wanted the people to know about classical music, and his big point was that, we have this idea that all these composers, they're these sort of like lionized, like powerful white men.
Yeah.
Like, why should we care? And he's like, no. Mozart died penniless and alone. We don't even know where Mozart was buried. Like, he was buried in an unmarked grave. And a lot of these composers, like, we appreciate them now because they made all this amazing music that's like timeless. When you listen to Bach, it's just timeless. It doesn't sound like it's from hundreds of years ago to me, I guess. So yeah, a lot of these composers like had mental health problems. Like some of them were closeted. Like a lot of them were not appreciated in their
Who are
time.
the gay composers so we can out them on our show? And
Tchaikovsky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Mozart had like a SoundCloud, but no one was really checking it out until after he died.
But he was
Or
he
people
was
liked
known
it in the
his,
moment and then they just forgot about it.
But he was known in his time.
He was viral, perhaps.
He was known in his time.
Yeah. But
And-
for some reason died, like no one cared when he died.
And Beethoven was known in his time.
Yes, Beethoven is really fun because he begins in...
He's a black man, right?
He was a dog.
Beethoven was black?
Can we get a picture of Beethoven to confirm or deny?
I thought there was a new thing about that.
Oh. This sounds like vaguely familiar.
Okay, we'll look into that.
Maybe it was like a Netflix Shonda Rhimes thing. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Ellie, can you name this song?
No, but I can sing
Oh,
along
you
to
know it though, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Listen to this.
I heard that.
Doug can't listen. You asked Doug to listen to something, it's impossible.
But hold on, let me
You
finish
said
my
listen
thought
and
real
Doug goes,
quick.
I heard that.
Real quick.
Great pick, Vic.
Hold on. Let me fast forward a little bit. Get ready.
I know what's gonna happen here.
Here, listen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Vic, this is a great point. I think that all musicians, modern contemporary musicians, should get into classical music because you're allowed to steal it.
Yes.
You can just take it.
Totally fair game.
What did we just hear
Paul,
there?
Paul,
that was- yeah,
Paul
let me
Simon
explain.
did that a lot.
Yeah,
Paul
you can do
Simon
this.
did
So that
that.
was Billy Joel co-writing with Beethoven. He just took the melody of Pathetique, or whatever it's
Yes.
called, and put it into his classic
Which
this
I
night.
think is on our playlist.
I was trying looking at
By the
Tim, I said
way,
classic.
patrons only, of course. Patrons only. We have Athayde's classical music playlist.
Oh my God, that is the first time you've said my last name correctly.
I know.
That was amazing.
Athayde.
You should be afraid to say Athayde.
Yeah, he
because,
always says Athayde.
It's like afraid.
That was great, Tim.
Very nice.
She got it first try.
And you know, I would like that playlist, and I'm not willing to pay.
It's 15 hours of the Athayde family's favorite
I'm excited.
pieces.
Now, I have this one classical music record that everyone talks about as being great, which is the Glenn Gould.
Okay.
Right?
Glenn Gould is great, but is also controversial. Like
Why?
a lot of because he just made wild choices. Like his interpretations of pieces was totally his own thing. Like whatever he wanted to do. So like a lot of people who love Bach don't necessarily love the way Glenn Gould plays it.
Gould would
But-
make it about
and
himself,
what's
kind
his
of
era,
his character.
by the way?
right?
50s,
50s.
50s.
yeah.
But I mean, he was great. Like, if you like the way Glenn Gould sounds, then you are correct. That is also the thing about classical music is like, you don't need to know anything about it. And if you like it, you're right.
Well, here's the two points. One is my issue with the Glenn Gould recordings is you hear him a lot.
That's what I love that.
I mean, it's good,
love
but
that.
if I want to just like have my headphones on and zone out to classical music,
Yeah.
it's a little distracting because he's like,
Yeah.
he's licking his lips.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because of the way it's recorded and that he's very like in the music, you know, like when he's playing, he's like sort of
Yeah.
humming along
A
sometimes.
lot of kind of moaning. Oh my God.
But the other point I wanted to
Can't
make
help it,
was
Doug. I need to
more
have some
interesting
restraint.
point,
Victor.
or the more perhaps important point, is we forget that these composers writing on piece of paper, notes,
Yeah.
basic instructions, very vague. It's very much up for interpretation. Am I wrong?
Kind of. A little bit.
I'm wrong.
Well,
Like if
you're
you're a conductor,
Yeah.
you get this piece of music.
Yeah.
I guess you have a lineage of recordings and like a.
Well, you just have the paper. It's not just music notes. It'll
There's
say
time.
Yes. Yes.
There's
Sure, I
what's
get
it
that,
called?
but
rests.
Well, there's also
Sure.
like I mean, you're right
got-
and you're wrong.
you've got
per use.
you don't have a BPM listed,
What's that?
like beats per minute.
Beats per minute.
You
You have
the time code.
It'll say. I think by Beethoven there maybe is BPMs being written.
Really?
I think that's
Did they
correct.
have Did they have watches and clocks at that time?
Yes.
Sure.
I have no idea. Then they probably had BPM.
They probably had a
did.
metronome
This thing.
at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
definitely metronome.
But you also
that's
have
true.
like
That's true.
adagio and andante. You
Right.
have all these terms that mean
Give you
a
guidance.
time vibe.
Now,
you know?
is it also true that the quality of the actual instruments has gotten much better?
Oh.
And so what's cool to me is like when we're hearing modern, orchestras play some of these songs, we're actually not hearing how it would have sounded 200 years ago.
Sounded shittier back then.
Totally. And my favorite example of this is The Rite of Spring.
Tchaikovsky.
Very famous. Stravinsky.
Stravinsky.
Right country, though, the Russians. The
How
Rite
do
of
I know the
Spring-
difference between Tchaikovsky and Stravinsky?
One was
oh my
gay.
gosh.
Tchaikovsky is doing like those Christmas songs with
Love
the little
it.
dancers.
Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
Nailed it, Doug.
Is he light?
He's romantic.
Okay.
Romantic era, very beautiful, lush, gorgeous.
Stravinsky makes people like riot, right?
Okay, so I would love.
Yeah.
So I have just realized I forgot to put Rite of Spring on the playlist. I will fix that.
Okay.
problem.
Rite of Spring is Stravinsky.
Stravinsky, and
But maybe the
I just
playlist.
bought that record yesterday, to
Stravinsky
be honest.
was like a great Russian composer. Wrote really beautiful ballets, and it's also famously in Fantasia is probably how we all know the Rite of Spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's this beautiful bassoon solo.
Let's hear that.
Was that the song though that like caused a riot
Yeah, so
or pissed off the crowd?
from what I understand is that it is commonly told that like that song caused a riot, but from what I understand it actually was more about like the entire ballet, the choreography. So the Ballet Russe performs The Rite of Spring. There's this like very young choreographer, can't remember his name, Russian guy.
Baryshnikov.
They're in France. They're in Paris. Ballet Russe in Paris. Famous, Russians, famous for their like amazing ballet dancers, right? The choreography for the Rite of Spring, this guy had studied a lot of like pagan stuff, old spooky Russian things.
Right.
And so, you know, all the people are used to seeing like these beautiful ballerinas in their tutu and doing these really graceful, elegant moves. He has them dressed in like bags, like these big bags.
Potato sacks.
And they're doing these like really kind of haunted dance moves that we know about because he came up with a whole way to notate choreography. If there are any dancers watching,
We'll have them on next week.
Yeah. So I think what caused rioting, I think it was more like when people saw the Blair Witch Project and were
Right.
like, I'm so uncomfortable, I need to leave the theater.
Right.
And the music is really scary as well.
So let's the oboe that starts this.
The bassoon.
The bassoon.
Close
Pardon me.
relatives. I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't give you the Rite of Spring.
But we want to hear the recording of it, not Vic's synthesizer version. Because you're saying
Which one would
it be?
Isn't that it? What is that
You're
song?
saying when the bassoon, the
Oh, here
period
it
of time.
is.
Play it again, Matt.
It's
Oh, this is
Okay.
not what I remember.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the bassoon.
And I think I chose the Fantasia version, which is the Philadelphia Orchestra, long ago. Oh, it's like spooky.
Very spooky.
Primordial,
I did
right?
not like Fantasia.
That's
Boring.
fair.
That's kind of boring.
So the thing about this solo, what people say is that when he wrote it, he purposely wrote it really uncomfortably high in the register of the bassoon so that it sounded like ugly and like gross and kind of, you know, it's difficult to play. It's coming out like choked and
Right.
but as has gone with music forever, people just keep getting better and better and better. So now when people play this solo, it's like so beautiful and lush. So there are some people who say like the Rite of Spring needs to be, they need to raise the pitch every, you know, whatever, 5-10 years to make it harder to play because people get too good. So yeah.
Like the
Yes,
chipmunks.
Vic.
should
Could I ask about Beethoven? Are we still on
Yes,
Beethoven?
let's go back to Beethoven.
I want
And then I want to take
Real-
your questions if we have somebody in the Zoom that wants to ask a question.
Is it true he lost his hearing
Yes.
and had to like put his ear on the piano or whatever it was, right? And then was his last symphony unfinished? Is that who it was?
No, a lot of them had unfinished last symphonies.
Okay.
Tchaikovsky,
Mac DeMarco.
Mozart's Requiem, Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, Requiem. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so the thing that I think is
Is that me?
the thing about Beethoven, he did lose his hearing, and I think a modern day person is like, wow, that's so crazy that he could compose without hearing. But that's not really that crazy because back then, a lot of them would just like sit and
They knew
write
the
their
theory
parts.
so much.
And you hear it in your head, and you know, it's the
Huh.
same way we can write a song in our head. They just were like, you know, better than all of us. So
Right.
they could write a symphony. The thing that's sad about Beethoven is that he didn't get to hear it. Like he
Right.
wrote this amazing piece that, you know, we all know. It's
Yeah.
in Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
There's all, you know, it's like Beethoven, I feel like, is the winner of
The pop music.
writing pieces that we still know.
Do we, and Matt,
And
can we
a
take
lot
a,
of,
can we
strings.
cue up a caller?
Kid string quartet.
Yeah, I don't know that
Right?
anybody had.
Beethoven.
Drop Dead, you have a music question? Is that what you're making the hand gesture? Okay.
A lot of good pieces for kids. Beethoven. A lot of beautiful.
Go ahead, unmute Drop Dead.
I say I'm trying to
Don't
remember
drop
what was in most of my.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, good.
I had to start off with that just to annoy you. But I love you guys, love the show. You and the very good band actually made me cry. It was awesome.
Really?
Where?
Portland, yeah. In Portland, when you guys came through Portland, I got
Great
so
show.
emotional. Some of the tracks off of Buddy. Like I really.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Great stuff.
But can you explain fugue to me? Because I know it's like a phrase
Oh.
and then the same phrase, but it's a slightly different, and then the same phrase again, and then the
Totally.
phrase again is edited
Could we
like not edited, but changed slightly different again?
so that it all fits. Yes. I mean, I wish I could explain a fugue better to you. We have some fugues on the playlist. You pretty much got it for the lay person's understanding. It's like there's a phrase that starts and then continues, and then the next voice that enters starts with that same phrase, and like this whole thing just has to build on each other. Fun fugue story.
Which one's a good example we should play here?
You could do the Well-Tempered Clavier, so top of the playlist. And yeah, do the second track.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, I'll check that out.
Oh,
there
Matt's-
you go. That he could just check that out.
Yeah, I can check
Okay,
that out.
wait, start over.
Layers.
Wow.
We could do this with Row, Row, Row Your Boat if you guys want.
It's true. Is that a fugue? Is row, row, row your boat? That's a
Right?
round.
That's a canon, or
Okay.
yeah, a round. Sorry. But can you guys hear that? How it's kind of
Yes.
Is it? Does they change key, like the harmony or something? What goes
right.
on there?
Yeah, it's kind of like this same line, but
But they
starting.
play it in a different
yeah.
key when they move. Okay.
Oh, they are? They're
Is it-
changing key?
That's cool. Like up a fourth
So-
or something.
Can I assume that like that kind of just shows up a lot in like psychedelic rock music? Like it'll be this long ass 20-minute song, but it'll be kind of like built like a fugue. You know what I mean?
We have to give an
Or am I
example.
just,
that,
like,
that
am I thinking
psychedelic.
too hard?
I mean, are you talking like jam rock, jam band stuff?
Like Bardo Pond, maybe some Explosions or Godspeed, like post rock type
I'm
stuff.
gonna guess no. Only because like the Bach wrote actually a book called The Art of the Fugue. Like writing fugues is just so hard. So
Right.
I would say like no in a literal sense, but what you're saying like that vibe of sort of themes that recur and get layered on each other, sure, totally. But yeah, fugues are like epic undertaking.
Can you tell the story of Beethoven being a man of the people?
Yes, I love that story. So Beethoven is really cool because he starts out his career as a classical composer. This is kind of what you were talking about. There's an era of music that we call classical. It comes after the Baroque era. Mozart, classical. Symphonies, classical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mozart hears Beethoven as a kid and is like, that kid's great. He's going to be great. So Beethoven comes around. His first two symphonies are just very regular, like symphonies, you know?
We can skip those.
Yeah, well.
They're great.
And
It's not Beethoven.
by the end of Beethoven's career, he's writing what we consider to be romantic pieces. He's kind of like the only great composer who like straddles two different genres.
He's a lover boy.
He's a lover boy. Yeah, why do I have to say straddles?
Because you're into horses.
Yeah.
Okay, Tim, let's not bring this in. So anyways, Beethoven, his third symphony, the Eroica Symphony.
All right. Just because I mentioned horses doesn't mean you need to cycle through the fucking library.
You want to see the horse?
I do want to see the horse.
Any more?
You
All
want
right,
to
so
see the horse?
Okay, so
Okay, you can go see the horse.
as my brother-in-law said, with Beethoven, the wigs come off. So like the first thing is symphonies. Symphonies are kind of like
The
little
wigs come off.
EPs.
The wigs come off. That's good.
They're like little EPs. Like they start with like a catchy,
Right.
fun little number, and then do they then do the
It gets
slow movement?
maximalist.
I'm sorry, family. And then there would be a minuet, which is this like very proper little dance, and then the final movement that's like a catchy thing again.
Right.
Beethoven gets rid of the minuet because it's a little bit too stuffy and does a scherzo instead, which is kind of like unhinged and awesome.
Breaking the mold.
And like everyone after that does that.
That's the
Every
way you do
symphony
it.
after is like, that's the way we do it. So, okay, third symphony, Beethoven, he writes this beautiful piece. He starts to dedicate it to Napoleon.
And love Napoleon.
Then
we love Napoleon.
Then Napoleon kind of reveals himself to be not such a great guy.
Right.
And
He's a
Beethoven
dictator.
takes back the dedication and dedicates it to the people. And so he's kind of like the first composer who was writing things just for the people. It wasn't dedicated to some king. It wasn't for the church. Like, he wrote these pieces that were like so humanistic, which is kind of what the Romantic era is. These very like emotional, beautiful pieces that like symphonies, the classical era, there's a lot of rules and a lot of, you know, just this is how we do it. And after Beethoven, things just get so romantic.
So is he writing he's writing it for the people, but it's funded by the church? Is that proper? Or
No, I don't think so.
Might be kings at this point.
Might be
that?
kings.
Okay,
I think it's kings at that
Didn't
point.
he die penniless?
Probably. Oh, yeah. And when Beethoven died, like, the people demanded a funeral for him. Like, it was like...
So he was hot shit during his
He was beloved by the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Beth, you got something?
Great guy.
No. Let's take another call and then we'll wrap things up because I'm going to Kansas City today.
Oh, why?
That's right. The Big Slick is an event happening in Kansas City. Paul Rudd, a bunch of famous people. I've been doing this for years. They do this charity weekend for the Children's Hospital in Kansas City, and I'm going out there to play softball at Kauffman Stadium.
You play?
In Kansas City.
You play ball?
I play a little ball. And we're doing all kinds of events all weekend. It's going to be a blast. If you're in Kansas City, come and maybe you'll see me.
That's fun.
If you're in Kansas City, you know about this, so I don't need to promote it. But let's take a call, and then we'll say thank you and goodbye.
Charlie, you got a question?
My son?
Hi, buds. Yes, I have a quick question.
Shoot.
My question is, after seeing orchestras in different places in different cities, I'm wondering what separates an orchestra. Is it the conductor? Is it the musicians within the orchestra?
Great question.
And also, what separates a person who's vying for a spot in an orchestra when it's so competitive and there's such a small margin for error?
Love that question.
The first part of the question,
God bless you.
I didn't understand. What separates an orchestra?
What is the difference
In
between
all
the
the
various
places you've
orchestras?
traveled.
Like
what
what
would
makes
make
a
them
good
better?
orchestra? What makes a bad orchestra?
Why do you like the Cincinnati Philharmonic over the Philly?
Oh, you know, they all have different, I mean, because an orchestra is just like a bunch of people, they all have different like strengths. Like there's kind of the big five that are historically the best in the US, and it's like New York, Boston, Philly, Cleveland, Chicago.
No, LA Philharmonic didn't get in the top
And no,
five.
and no
did not.
Cincinnati.
No, but great. I mean, this is the cool thing about orchestras is, as you mentioned, it's really hard to get these jobs. And so like they're all great. Like wherever you live, you should go see your local symphony because these jobs are hard to get. These musicians are like athletes and artists.
Right.
Yeah.
A little bit like the MLB or something.
Do
like
you know?
sports leagues.
Just
How they started putting up a curtain so they wouldn't know the gender of the player.
Yeah, that's
kind of interesting story. That
some orchestras do that and some
because
don't.
there was a bias, they wouldn't hire a woman horn player or something, right?
Yeah, you know.
She's into horn music.
Yeah.
There's
something Beth might be interested in.
Yeah, that is a thing they started doing to try and be less biased. And you know, I
when
think
they audition, you mean?
When they audition, they don't
Right.
know. They just hear it. They purely hear it behind a curtain.
That makes sense. It's all about the sound.
Yeah.
You're not judging
Totally.
appearances or gender.
Totally. Yeah, that's a great. I think you know the thing about classical music is yes, the canon of music that we love was written by mostly white guys because it's like European art music. You know, it's music from Germany and Austria, people who look like Doug, right? But like
Get a wig on this
modern symphonies are full of young people who care very deeply about like diversity and equity, and so like go support your symphony. It's like going to the museum. You might see something you don't get, but it doesn't matter.
Are these symphonies? Are they thriving or are they suffering or where are they? Because like you would wonder, like are people in Cleveland going? Like Are they going
I
out
think
to the
there's
symphony?
Local donors that keep it alive, right?
Totally. But it could use an influx
Well, there
of
are
young
some stars.
I'm going to get such shit for being like, this is where your priority is.
I know.
They're stars of I play a little cello.
You do?
I have a cello at home. Yeah.
Love that.
I'm a novice.
It's actually
but-
pronounced cello,
Thank
according to
you.
the way it's spelled.
Thank you. And I like Sheku.
Yeah.
And I have his album.
He's great.
He's a bit of a star.
He's
a
a
young
Sheku.
star.
Yeah.
Now, this is a player, not a...
cello player in the UK.
Yeah.
Young man.
Now, what about this? These people that are composing new music? Are there people out there that are? Is this a dead medium, in the sense that this style of music can't or really shouldn't be like? It's sort of, what's the point of are people writing symphonies? I don't know. I don't know.
I think there's modern composers that are really cool.
Totally.
Like
John Adams,
Anna Meredith.
I don't know.
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
He does like scoring. I think I've heard.
Arvo Pärt. I love Arvo Pärt very much. He's on the playlist.
But it's almost like it's a bigger conversation. But even in rock and roll, there's a sort of, if you're making rock and roll now, it's basically you're not pushing the medium forward so much as you're sort of
keeping
playing
alive?
stuff. The basic form of rock and roll is kind of set, and now you're
Sure.
making new rock, and it's kind of derivations of that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to push something into new territory. Anyway, Matt, one more call. I know we're running long, but let's just do one more quick one.
Anthony, are you there? Can you unmute?
Oh, this fucking guy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, is this the Anthony I know?
Oh.
Hey, this is Vic. Is this Sir Anthony?
Ooh.
There he
This
is.
is it.
Oh, my friend
Everybody
Sir
happy
Anthony.
to
Sir
see
Anthony,
him?
play us a little classical
Modern
music.
composer.
Here he is.
Well, I don't know.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, we're having.
I love classical music, but I'm not that. I can play piano, but I'm not like, I just do my thing and what feels good. And I love the synths with synthesizers, of course, mixed in with the piano. Just that kind of sound just really gets me rolling.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how can I help you?
What are you up to today?
Just hanging out. I appreciate y'all with my video. Vic helped me with my song there in my video, and I just had like 200,000 views on Instagram. So
200K.
I thought that was pretty cool. And,
Check it out. It's called "Is Everybody Happy?"
Vic Berger, of course, and his magic video stuff really boosted. And I really appreciate you, boss. That
No
makes
problem,
me feel
buddy.
good.
We got some stuff in the not the can, but on the fire going here.
Who, you and Sir Anthony?
Yeah, we got some new stuff that we're going to be working on soon. So stay tuned.
All right.
Is he on Instagram? Or
Yeah. How do we find you on Instagram?
Okay, Sir Anthony _artist.
Okay.
There it is.
On Instagram, yeah. Check me out, please, y'all. I got like 4 albums on Spotify.
Look at all
And
your
I do
gold
everything-
records behind you.
I know.
Look at this. This is it's like we're at the Hard Rock Cafe.
I've been doing this for a while. Like I said, everything I do is just track by track and put it together. But
I love all the white. You're like John Lennon Imagine era. Who's your inspiration?
Stuff, right?
Who's your musical inspiration, Sir Anthony?
Keith Urban?
Well, I know this sounds crazy, but Kiss, some of the rockers
It does
were my
sound
guys.
crazy because anybody who likes
However-
Kiss has got a low brain cell count.
Well, but however, I love
Low
all
brain
the
cell
old
count.
the stylistics. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm very spread out, and also country music. I got a Brooks and Dunn cut, one of my songs. Colin Ray cut one of my songs. So I'm kind of diversified.
Am I wrong in saying Keith Urban here?
No.
A little bit. Hey, Sir Anthony, how did you get a song to Brooks and Dunn? That's something not anybody can do. How do you do that?
Oh, Keith Urban.
Well, I've been in Nashville for a while, and me and Marty Brown, he wrote "I'm from the Country," and I like it that way. And he was a friend of mine, or a writing acquaintance, and we wrote that one night out in the parking lot. And he's got connections since he's had #1 songs, and they put it on hold, and they cut it, and.
Brooks and
you
Dunn
hear a
are
lot of
desperate
cuts.
for songs.
That's amazing.
They're out. They're like,
Yeah.
we got
they were
Nud.
desperate.
All right, well, I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of Vic that you guys have such a beautiful friendship. God bless you both.
Thank you.
All right,
And all
buddy.
y'all rock and roll. Y'all sound good. This has been very entertaining. And like I said, when we did the song, I hope we did some good stuff for y'all. But
Oh,
it was fun.
absolutely.
Yes.
The fans love you.
All right. Thank you for being on the
you,
show,
sir.
sir. Talk to you soon, man.
Call Vic after the show.
Yeah, give me a ring.
All right, we're gonna
All right,
wind.
take care, bud.
Thank you very much. So much.
How do you
so
like
many,
that
you know, you're
one?
saying goodbye to somebody. It takes forever.
Yes.
All right, then. We've had phone calls, and eventually it's just like, all right, bye. Like, thanks. Enough.
I had,
of
to,
talking.
I had to beg Matt to make my dream come true here.
What's that?
I had to beg Matt to make my dream
No, it was
come
lovely.
true.
I like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right, bye. I
Well
still
done,
see him.
Vic.
Now.
Well
There you
done.
go. Ah!
You can still see.
Let's see, Matt. Anything I need to cover here?
I think it's time to go.
I know.
Oh,
I don't
my.
want to because I'm having so much fun with everybody.
Yes, gotta go.
But that's it for us, folks. Join us
you guys jam.
next week, next Wednesday. Am I right?
Yes,
What?
we're on Wednesday.
Yeah. We got a Hump Day special planned for you. Beth Stelling, how can people discover your comedy in various forms?
I guess BethStelling.com if you get lost.
That's the good stuff. Are you up to speed? What are you with? With your name?
GoDaddy.
I'm with GoDaddy.
GoDaddy.
I'm with GoDaddy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Ellie, if you want to see Ellie in person, you'll be able to see her this summer at the Tim Heidecker Two Tims tour.
It's true.
And
Very
also,
fun.
should I even give away this? Well, you're not doing the Wednesday shows, are you? Still?
It's random. But Best Bar in Los Angeles.
Best bar in Los Angeles is it's
1642.
1642.
Beer and wine.
You do a hot jazz night there sometimes Wednesdays, and it's a lot of fun. Matt's been twice.
But where is the bar?
Historic Filipino town.
Okay, cool.
Which is right on the edge of Echo Park.
All right, Doug, anything to promote?
Oh my God.
No, we're shooting Pound House. And,
That's exciting.
Whoa,
it's
yeah.
exciting. So it's.
I'm actually touring. I forgot to mention that as the new DJ Douggpound.
Oh my
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, check out the
Please
new
do
Doobie
it.
Brothers, and
I'm
hopefully
good.
we'll get an answer from them as if they do in fact have permission. Oh, we got to look at this. Wait.
Ceiling fan.
All right, let's go out with a montage of Zoomers, since we didn't talk to a lot of Zoomers today. And thank you for watching. All the best. God bless.
Chicken, 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 chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Let's.
Anti-PC is really what I'm all about.
Producer Matt. Producer Matt. Producer Matt. Producer Matt. Producer Matt. Producer Matt. Producer Matt.
I want my baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs.
Barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs.
I want my baby back.
Chili's baby back ribs. One, two.
Ecstasy makes me a better dancer.
'cause you had a bad day.
Hello, Newman. Newman! Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman. Hello, hello, Newman. Hello, Newman.
LA.
I love birds.
Salam alaikum.
Right by. Right by. Right by.
We right here, dog. I'm right here, dog. Where my dogs at? 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 Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Boom, boom.
Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. Beat it up.